the Thursdays.
Huh?
And they wanted to do a quick session last Thursday. So I was like, yeah, sure, and I started drinking when I was there because we're just all hanging out, having a blast.
Yeah.
And me already under the influence, I was already keeping them on their toes because essentially they're on the island with the Viridian Brigade.
Oh, you're fucking you're running them through Survive?
Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. However, toward the end of the campaign, apparently that happened because I woke up to a text message from one of the players. They're like, "Hey, hold on, let me just read this text message."
Yeah.
Read the text.
Because this is what really I was like, I immediately texted my buddy Roman, and I was like, "Hey, bud, what happened?"
What happened? What happened?
Because she was like, "So when the giants kill me, because Jesus, that's a lot of giants, and they're huge. This is the race I want to be. I haven't told anyone."
Oh boy.
And the reason why she sent that is because already in like 3 sessions, someone already died, like fully died. They hit the death saves, and I was like, "That's really on you," because the guy he went after. So they're level 3. The guy they decided to fight was a CR8.
Ooh.
And so he died. Well, he went to death saves, and his first roll was a nat 1.
Ooh.
And I was like, and everyone was just looking at me. I'm like, well, hey, bud, make a new sheet.
Oh. Wait, that's not...
No. I know, but
Oh.
That is legendary right there.
Holy shit.
so they're gonna bring his character back somehow. So I was like, cool, you guys have that thought.
Nice. Lovely.
I'm
But
sorry.
anyways, I summoned giants, apparently. Because the last thing I remember, a huge explosion happened. Everyone is like on the floor. Only 2 of the members were like conscious when shit happened.
Mhm.
And after that, I don't like it. It just got fuzzy, and I was like, I'm surprised I was able to carry out the campaign.
Oh my god.
Like I've never gotten that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
Yeah. Since this is the last one I'll be able to do while drinking heavier for, since I'm gonna have work on Wednesday mornings now.
you
I'm already-
sound so excited.
Yep. But I'm currently 2.5 beers in, and I have a rum and scotch mix right next to me too. So this is gonna be a really fun time.
Yeah, I got my decent Rono, bud. I'm right there with you.
I took 2 edibles and I took some scotch. So let's fucking play.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I had pizza.
Fuck. Yeah, damn. We had some pizza. I mean,
Dude,
that's
I'm not even gonna ding you on that. That's pretty good.
Oh shit! I exited out this thing.
Fuck. I'll be right back.
Hey,
son. What does WAP stand for?
Wings and warm apple pie.
Alright, I guess.
Hey, I like that.
I like that a
7
lot.
days a week. Warm apple
Warm
pie.
apple pie.
Worship and prayer.
Oh, God. Holy shit, that's the best one I've heard yet. You need to turn your character into like a youth pastor who's like, you know who else had WAP? Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And then he turns around a chair and sits in it backwards and he's like, let's rap.
I'm back.
That's because Jesus Christ is my.
Let his love hit that little dangly thing that swings in the back of your throat.
Jesus.
That's just.
And now we do our
35
favorite WAP of the night,
Worship and prayer.
or better. And here we have Gloria doing our favorite WAP.
Oh my god. I fucking
Gee.
love it.
Oh, are we all ready?
I guess
I
so,
guess.
All right.
Hold on, let me take a shot.
Oh, of
Ah,
course.
go, but you can go ahead. You can start.
So last we left off, you guys were going through the rivers in the mountains to reach the town of Four Quarters and get the blood of an innocent being. But on your way through, you passed through the really strange fog that sucked in your ship. Everything went dark. You don't know how much time passed. But all you know is that you are waking up now in the courtyard.
Perfect. Time to take a shot.
Yeah, bud.
Go, 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 go.
Shot break.
Everybody, shot.
Sorry. Alright, I'm back. So you wake up in what appears to be the courtyard of a city. In front of all of you is a five-sided pedestal. On that is a eight-sided dice. Next to that is a brazier burning fire, and next to that is a fountain fairly large in size. At the same time, you see numerous buildings around you that appear to have very large iron doors that don't have any semblance of handles or knobs or anything to open them from that side. And it's just the six of you, so you don't see Captain Hugo, Sister Martha, or Celia anywhere in the current vicinity. It is literally the size of a D8 that you would use for D&D.
Mine's bigger than everybody else's, though.
What is this? Where are we?
So Isaac, if you want to roll it, then go into the Roll20 chat and roll 1d8.
Before he does that, can I use Divine Sense?
Too late.
Yep. He's already 7.
Rocks fall apart, guys.
Alright. So after you roll that dice and get a 7, you hear as the door over here to the east of you guys opens.
What the hell?
Can I use Divine Sense now?
Did you just do that?
Oh, I would advise against that.
Alright, I'll roll it, and then I roll it.
What are you doing?
Roll 1d8
Come on.
in the chat.
I have
You slash roll.
Oh, slash roll. It's been a while since I've actually done anything like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
This is no time to be rolling strange dice. We need to figure out where we are.
So as you roll that dice and it lands on a 6, you hear something that sounds like sliding from the fountain right here.
I want to go check out the door.
Alright. Door's right here, fountain's there.
Be careful.
I can't
How
select
would
my
you
character.
Oh fuck. I thought I admitted so. Oh well. So while I'm doing this, I'll describe what you find. So at the fountain, you notice what seems to be a shimmering form beneath the surface, but you can't quite make it out. Shiva, though, from where you're standing, you hear a voice calling out to you. Shiva, can you hear me, sister? I have the answer to your conundrum, your quest. Does she approach it?
This voice is coming from the fountain.
Yep.
Yeah, she's gonna slowly approach it.
Alright.
Y'all hear that?
You are the only one.
You're what?
Oh. Oh, shiny where?
Alright, see if you can move your characters now. Bingo.
That's fine.
Alright.
I cannot.
I thought I had made it so. Oh, I
Was
put
it
the
this
wrong...
house right here?
Yep, right there.
Hell yeah.
Boss, you also are starting to hear a voice coming from there. It's not calling out to you specifically, but it sounds kind of like a chatter, as in people are talking and you hear kind of a deeper voice coming within. Quiet down now, class is about to start.
Coming from where?
From right here.
What? I don't wear pants, just robe.
That way he's never scared of the dreams of not wearing pants.
Exactly.
I mean, you does the same thing. He only wears a robe.
Dreams can't
Classy.
scare you.
Actually, no, he does wear pants. He wears pants.
Right?
Bosk is wearing short shorts under his robe. That's canon.
Because he's classy.
It's booty
That's good.
shorts. That says
Exactly.
GC on it.
Chainmail shirt, chain shirt, short shorts, robe over the top for modesty. Absolutely nothing else.
On the short shorts, it says juicy.
So anyways, so as Shiva approaches the fountain, you look over the side and staring back at you, almost like your own reflection, is a ancient red dragon. Every time you move, it reflects it. So you move your left arm, and it seems to be moving the reflection just as a mirror. You see me now, don't you, Shiva? And it's a little bit below the surface of the water. This form.
She was gonna try to put like her claw, like a talon or a claw into the water.
Yep.
Just to test it out.
Yep. So it falls into the water, and it sinks, and it sinks, and eventually you can no longer see it. But when you do that, it seems to go right past the image of the dragon. It doesn't seem to move in order to catch it. It's completely mimicking your movements.
Yeah, you'll see this, right?
You are the only one.
No, I'm saying this out loud.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm establishing that so that everybody can know what they're seeing.
You don't see this
I walk over. What are you looking at?
it's me. I see me.
Of course you see you.
Shiva, please, I'm right here. You can reach out and touch me.
Reach out and touch me.
She's gonna reach out and touch and try to touch herself.
Take that out of context.
Crazy.
Nice. So you touch the surface of the water, and it almost doesn't feel like water at first. Almost more like jelly. It seems to push back against you as you try to go through the layer of it. Do you try to push further into the surface of the water?
Yes.
There we go, Shiva. Come down and meet me. Once you reach all the way down where I am, you can be me as I appear to you here. All you have to do is jump in and swim down until we meet at last.
She was gonna take her claw out and kind of murmur to herself, "I don't know how to swim."
Oof.
You do want to be a dragon, don't you? Here, you can appear as I am. Everything you've ever wanted, just within reach. All you have to do is do the plunge.
Everybody do
Sounds
this.
legit. You should do it.
Everybody up, get.
He seems trustworthy.
Oh,
She
no.
was
What did you call me? What did you say, Thomas?
She was gonna grab a rope that's in her bag and
Yep.
kind of like tie herself to it and just throw it to Telly and then just jump it. Like no explanation, no nothing. She's gonna just tie her and throw it.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. And she just jumps. And she just jumps in.
Make an athletics check. What's up for him?
No, I'm gonna see where this goes. Like,
No, not you. Shiva.
Oh, okay.
God.
Oh my
17.
god.
So, ooh, nice. So yeah, you are able to swim pretty good time down to the distance that the image of the dragon would be. As you jump in, though, it causes a very large splash, and the jelly-like water substance is like kind of billowing around and shaking some of the reflection. And it seems to be getting more and more like bounced around as you dive deeper. But you do dive deep enough. The dragon looks up to you as you are within 5 feet of it. It touches its head against yours and says, "Now you will appear just as I am, as promised." Now what I'm going to do for this session alone, I am going to give you control of this dragon, and your body merges into that. You may now move that dragon on the board. But now that you are a dragon, what do you do? Oh, you can't move it?
I can move it. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking. Hold up.
You can try to go
Oh.
deeper down, or you can go to the surface, or you can stay there.
She's gonna go up in the surface.
All right. You can. Below the water, Ram and Telly, you just see Shiva disappear, and this fucking ancient red dragon, easily 20 feet long from nose to the hindquarters, is just like swimming out of the water and pops its head out. But here's the crazy thing. You could tell that it's a dragon, but it looks kind of like what the image of the dragon would be if it were like looking in the reflection of the water and you were to splash in it. So it's like very distorted, and there's like weird bends and crinkles in its body and limbs. It looks very malformed and lopsided. And this pops out of the water.
I take a few steps back, and
Yes.
I'm like near Bosk now.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, so the rope is since her body merged into it, the rope was left behind, but the rope is like swinging from the dragon's horn as it pops out because it snagged on as the dragon surfaced.
Hey, really quick, God.
Yep.
Just to preface, it's just us in this room, right?
You can roll a perception check to see if
Okay.
there's anyone else.
Cause boy, am I worried about a certain someone. That's a 15, my guy.
Alright, so I will do my own check right here. See how well you do.
Correction, that's a 16. Sorry.
16.
I can't do math
Hmm.
when I'm drunk.
It's happening.
So, what I can say is, you can tell that you're being watched. You can't see who's doing it. You can't quite tell from where or how, but you just get the very distinct feeling that there are eyes on you, following you as you move around.
Okay, but are we the only ones here?
You are the only ones that you can see. Nobody else seems to be in sight.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
Where's Sister Martha?
I don't know. Well, I guess Bosky's gonna look around too, kind of semi-frantically, looking, because he already doesn't know where the fuck we are. All of a sudden, and now one of our core members is missing, so he's looking around. He takes a step up to see if he can look around.
Yep. It's almost like the splashy reflection is stepping out of the water itself, and that's how what its true appearance is like.
Would I investigate or perceive?
In this case, since you're actively looking for something, I would say investigation. But what are you specifically looking for?
I guess I'm looking for any sign of Martha, or really any sign of anyone other than us around here.
All right,
Like any creature or individual.
go roll.
That's a 19.
All right. So from what you can see, you look around this town square that you're at, and obviously the other signs of people you can find are the voices you hear coming from the door that Flaxanax is standing in front of, the one that has opened.
Mm-hmm.
You do find what appear to be like small footprints that are kind of scattered around the square, but they don't look like they were left behind by dirt. They almost seem like they are almost scorched or painted or some other form of marking that looks like it was almost copied from an original footprint that used to be there.
Huh. I want to call that out. There are footprints here, but they don't look fresh or natural. Where do they go?
They seem to be leading just in and out of the various houses. There's a door here, up in the upper left. Another door here by this house. Here.
Yeah.
Flaxanax. Here in this alleyway.
Which one? I have to zoom out a little so I can
Oh,
see.
Yeah, so there. There.
Yep.
There.
There.
Flaxanax. This alleyway.
Uh-huh.
Here and this building. It almost seems like it would have been the footprints of people that were doing the common day-to-day movements.
That's strange. If I look down at the floor again, there's what did you say there was? That die, and then is there anything else on the floor?
Seems like that's the other than footprints, you do see what appear to be hoof prints from beasts of burden and wagon marks.
I wanna lean down and pick up that die.
Ooh.
And if I can, I'd like to do an up close examination of this die. Maybe show it to Albrecht and Rem, since they're right over here next to me.
Yep.
What do you make of this?
I say it's evil, and we need to destroy it.
Oof.
I mean, we definitely seem to be somewhere strange, and I don't trust it, but I mean, yeah, maybe it is evil. I don't know.
You finally find something you agree on. It's amazing.
I don't like this. What's going on with that dragon?
Yes, there's
Like,
a
it
fucking
seems
dragon
like-
that just popped out of the water, and Telly seems to be the only. Telly and Rem are the only ones that have noticed,
We're
or
kind
at least have done anything about it.
Wait, can I talk?
Yep.
Oh. Well, I'm trying to think. Like, would her voice get deeper because she's this big now?
That is completely up to you.
No, I'm gonna keep her voice the same way. Big old dragon, funny Shiva voice, perfect.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah, it's me. One way to find out. And she was just like, get out of the fountain. Just like make
Yep.
room for him. How do I?
Yep.
Get her?
So you go in, yeah, you pop out of there, but as you're going, like you're starting to realize that your body is a lot more lopsided. Like your right leg is like a quarter the length of your left one on the upper side. So you like try to reach as you would normally, but just falls short. You almost stumble on your way out.
Well, this doesn't feel right.
So as you try to jump into the fountain, you're about to like break the surface, but it almost feels more like a trampoline that as soon as you like get on the top, it just compresses a bit and then bounces you slightly upward.
Oolong, whatever.
Kind
Oobleck?
of. Yeah. Oobleck from the Dr. Seuss book. It's gone. When Shiva seemed to disappear and the dragon appeared right where that kind of shiny thing at the bottom was. And it's almost like the shiny thing at the bottom was like an outline that filled out as it became the dragon. You're just sitting on the top of the water as it starts.
She was gonna take her claw and try to like scratch at the lake now.
The leg, you said?
Oh, it's not the lake, the pond. Ugh.
Oh. So, from what you can see, Telly, Shiva is able to break the surface, whereas you, with your full weight on it, are just sitting on top like a trampoline.
I think. Well, again, one way to find out. Well, is Telly small enough for me to put him in my hand, in my palm? I guess now.
I would say it's kind of like trying to hold, you know, like the Buzz Lightyear dolls. The really, it's like that. You can wrap your hand partially around him, but
It's not
obviously
fully.
he sticks out. Yeah, exactly. It's
If I use
still.
both of my hands, like kind of like holding like an egg almost.
Yep. All right. So, do you jump in?
She was gonna get down to his eye level. Yo, get out of my head.
You find that a bit difficult because part of her head is just like caved in from the way that the reflection turned out.
Oh no! I said get out of my head. Like she was in my head. But I'm gonna open her. She's gonna open her. Yeah, tongue-tied. Open up her hands so he can hop in.
All right. You jump in while holding him.
Here we go.
Okay.
Did that dragon just grab Telly?
Which hand are you holding him in?
My left hand.
All right, that's your long and normal-sized hand. So what happens is you jump in. You're able to break the surface as usual, but as soon as Telly hits the surface, he immediately snags on it, and you just. It's almost like when you're falling, you catch some like a bar to break your fall, so you're just kind of dangling there by your left arm, unable to go further, as Telly is just like this kind of grounding thing that just will not go through. And you do try to pull him down, and it makes the fountain just wave and pulse. But he cannot go down there, and you're just sitting there awkwardly, questioning your life choices. Roll me a perception check real quick. All right. You hear a tiny little voice kind of emanating from the waves that just say, "This isn't your hell." So anyways, this whole time, Flax and Axe have just been standing outside this iron door that's slightly opened, hearing nothing coming out of it. Like, all this weird shit's going on, and he's just like, guys, this one opened first.
Yeah, so I'm like, so I open the door slightly and I look in and I'm like, hello, hello.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of revelations here, and inside you see what appears to be a classroom with about 16 students behind desks, writing something on parchment. Behind the desk on the podium all the way in the back is kind of an older looking wizard who is proctoring the exam. The really big thing to notice though is as you swing it open, like that door squeaks and grinds on its hinges, but they do not look at you. They do not acknowledge you. It's like they can't hear the sound. But Bosk is the only one that can hear kind of the sound of scribbling on paper, because you do not hear any sounds coming out of there. All you can do is see them working.
At the sound of the horrendous screeching, Bosk will drop the die.
All right, roll 1d8.
Ah,
5.
we're going down through the numbers.
2, 3, 4, 5. So, a door opens up right in the southeast, right over here past the alleyway.
Doesn't notice it, but he does step over to where Flaxenex was. He's like,
Hmm.
what are you hearing there? Is there anyone in there?
I see people, but I hear nothing.
Let me see.
You look inside and you see there are a couple of students that are trying to whisper to each other, and the professor seems to cast a quick spell that creates like the crackle, almost like a firework between them. Quiet! We are trying to take exams. I will not have interruptions. Are you standing in the doorway where you would be visible to this guy all the way in the back?
Am I or am I?
I'm asking Bosk. My apologies.
Oh, if the door was
Yep,
right,
that's the door.
If the door was right here, would the door open up directly to here?
Yeah, there's kind of like a small... It's a fairly large hallway that leads into it. This is not the doorway, the carpet, because like this right here, you'd have immediate view of the entire thing.
Okay, got it. So it's more like that's the
Mm.
the whole room, and that's the door.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I get you. Bosk would be visible.
Let's
The professor looks up.
step in. Let's ask.
What are you doing here?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
This is an exam. Why are you disrupting my students?
I look at you.
I just shrug.
Yeah, because you see that the professor is talking at Bosk, but you cannot hear what he is saying. It's just
Like, what is he saying? I shout.
What? He asked why we're disrupting.
Can I hear Bosk while he's in the room?
you can.
Oh, then stop. Leave. Don't interrupt him. Studies are important. Stay in school.
What?
I grab Bosk.
Yeah.
Wait, so is Bosk in the room with the professor?
How far into the room did you go?
I mean, I think I'm still in the doorway.
All right, so you're just right at the doorway. He's talking to you.
I'm right in the doorway, I guess.
Yep. So
No,
Ram
like
can very well grab you.
I pull you, or Bosk, and I bring you this way so you're not in sight of this guy. So move yourself over here, bud.
Oh, okay.
Hey, so you just so I can figure what's going on. You didn't hear anything, right? As I did.
Diddly.
What do you mean you didn't hear anything? He was very loud.
I specifically
but-
said I heard diddly. Which is to say, yeah, nothing.
I'm in the water.
Okay. Hear me out. I want to try something. And
The best things happen in D&D when someone just says, "I want to try something."
Bosk, give
Yeah.
me your robe.
What would you possibly? What could you possibly?
And
want my robe?
as you start talking, you see my face start changing into you.
I don't know how I feel about this.
And I go from Don't worry, this thing will only take a minute.
Uh,
I like how your voice changed into his.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you just see her go from sky blue to green and getting the pointy ears and the
Please,
square
just
jaw.
give me your robes.
You're lucky I trust you. And I just robe.
You're just sitting there in your booty shorts.
Absolutely. Exactly. I'd slip down the robe,
Hey, real quick.
and
I have a question.
all
I
I'm
have a
wearing
question.
is my chain shirt and some very short shorts,
So
and of course my shoes, my sandals.
I have a question for Boss.
Bosk wears like those Roman style sandals.
Now, does Boss have a dad bod or is he cut?
Doc is absolutely fucking shredded. Maybe not like completely shredded, but he's like, I don't know. How shredded can he be with like 15 or 14 strength?
15 and 14 is looking pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the
He's
best
cut.
comparison. Yeah, you would.
okay. So
If you saw him, you would know that he's an athlete.
You look you. I was about to say you look like Chris Pratt, not Dave Bautista.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes, that's it.
Like he's thick because he's still like a half orc. Not with 2 C's, but like with a CK.
He's bulky.
Yeah, like he's a big guy. He's thick with 2 Ks.
Wait. So like you're Chris Pratt from Zero Dark 30.
Hold on. I never saw it.
Looking it up.
I am.
Now that's a pool.
That's a cut right there. Chris Pratt and Zero Dark 30. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah.
You're not Chris Pratt like Guardians. You're
No.
Chris Pratt from Zero Dark 30.
Yeah, like that works.
Okay.
I guess if he's also just robing, you also see that like half of his body is like covered in sailor tattoos.
So, anyways,
It's a lot.
so I also take off Rem's clothes because I'm assuming Bosk is taller than Rem.
Probably, yeah.
Oscar's like 6'8".
Yeah. Okay. So I immediately take off my clothes as I start like changing into you, and I put on your robe,
Oh boy.
and I go back. I go to the doorway.
Yeah. So you go into the doorway.
Well, I don't go in. I just go
Oh,
to
yeah.
the doorway.
Oh, you go. Okay.
I'm preferencing that I do not go into this room.
Very, very good distinction. You go in, and the door starts kind of creaking a bit. They don't move. Professor is back at his notes, just proctoring the exam.
Okay, I go back to Bosk. Sorry, I took your identity, but and as I'm like talking to you, I'm changing back into Rem, and I'm like, I just wanted to check to see if everything was kind of going the way I thought they would.
Okay, what did you learn just there?
Essentially, I'm gonna roll for this.
Roll what?
God, I'm gonna roll, and I'm gonna text you what I rolled,
Ooh.
and that's gonna determine whether or not is my character smart enough to kind of figure out that this is only happening to Bosk and no one else.
Yeah, go for it. This
Dude,
would be
there's
an insight check.
There's also something that's clearly happening to Shiva over there.
But here's the thing, I
We
don't
all
know.
conveniently
Because yeah, and like I'm like my first worry was first of all there's a let's not forget about the dragon in the room.
I can only assume that this is kind of like a dream state in which we're kind of just like,
Yeah,
what the hell is going on over there? Oh, but something else is going on over here.
yeah.
It's just kind of incoherent.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, you just have the kind of reasoning where you just don't immediately question the logic of the scenario, and you're just taking it as it is. So, do you take your robes back, Bosk?
Oh yeah, he takes the ropes back.
Oh, by the way, I am nude now.
Oh, do you? Wait, where did put your
Boss
clothes?
is getting secondhand embarrassment because he's seeing himself naked.
No, he's no Rem is Rem again.
Yeah, Rem is Rem again.
Oh, never mind. Brem is feeling extreme embarrassment.
Oh yeah.
Where
And
did you put your clothes?
and then I quickly grab my bag and I pull up my clothes and I put my clothes back on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
He also leveled up, so it doesn't really matter.
Does Boss go back into the doorway?
But hold on.
Okay.
From my understanding, you're the only one that obviously sees what's going on. None of us can hear anything, and they're not reacting to us. So this has something to do with you, Bosk.
You have to clarify that at the end.
Yeah. The moment I said that, I was like, hold on.
I have no idea what this could possibly be.
Oh,
Albrecht, what do you make of this?
He's getting some water. So Alberic is just
Oh, great.
clutching his
Crap.
warhammer, looking around, just seeing if there's evil anywhere.
I feel like he's just like staring at the die angrily, getting ready to smash it.
Yes, he is.
Okay, do we go back? Do we go in? I mean, I don't understand why I should be the only one of us that can see this. I mean, they're clearly right there. I mean, I guess if nothing else, I might be able to ask that
well,
wizard what this place
Well, I
is.
mean,
at
like-
the very least.
we can see them. We can't hear what they're saying, but
You-
they're only acknowledging you, Bosk.
I mean, acknowledging you. Look at you, and then you say Bosk, and then I look at you.
That's great.
Just like, okay, should I at least try? And
Well, how about me and you, and I look at you, go into the room with you, so that way if anything happens, we're there.
okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Do you agree, you?
Yes.
Okay.
Rem.
Alright, Safan's back.
Oh,
Albrecht, what do you make of this? What are you doing?
I like to cast Divine Sense.
Alright. You don't detect... I'll get the radius out just so I'm sure from where you're standing.
60 feet.
60. Oop, accidentally right-clicked there. Alright, so you sense... I'll point this out. You sense a celestial coming from this direction, which this door would lead to. You sense an undead coming from this general direction, but you can't quite tell if it's this house or this house that it would be coming from.
What was the second thing? I saw the first one, but where's the second one?
Yep. So it's coming from this direction, but you can't tell if it is this house with the lights in front of it or this house that's right across from the pedestal.
Oh, okay.
It could be one or the other, just you can't tell exactly where one house ends and the other begins. Almost kind of like a sheer brick.
Is the dice back in the middle of this pedal?
Yep. From what you could see, it's almost like as soon as somebody rolls it just stays there.
I like to smack with a hammer.
Alright.
that just causes it to roll.
Oh, you are definitely right on that one, Eldon.
Hell
Roll 1d8
yeah.
in the chat, Stefan.
Wait, even though I'm smacking it and not rolling it?
Yep, because as you smack it, you can tell that the dice cracks a little bit from the impact of your warhammer, but it still moves from the impact, kind of bounces. 6. Ooh, interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. All right. So as you roll that 6, so that's the same one you ruled. So as Bosk walks into the door here, and the others are coming with him, the door immediately closes, leaving both of them out while he is inside the classroom.
Oh fuck.
Are there windows?
There are not, just doors.
Fuck me.
I'm gonna smack the dice again.
Roll 1d8.
I will break this dice.
You can certainly try. 6. The door opens back up again, Bosk. And your friends are standing there just bewildered.
Oh.
The dice is
Oh,
looking a bit more
Stop
cracked.
doing that!
What was that? Keep doing it. I smack it again.
I throw my sword at Albrecht.
Like
8.
in an attempt to kill him, or just in an attempt to shut him up?
Can I dodge the sword?
Possibly both. You're not even looking at me!
I have danger sense.
No, you're not. You're not playing your barbarian.
Shut up.
But anyways, with that 8, Stefan, the door over here that you sense that the Celestial is probably coming from, that opens.
Okay, and how much damage do I take from that sword?
Wait, you have a sword, Rem? I
Sorry,
just need to remember.
shorts.
Great club.
My great club. Sorry.
You're fine. Yeah, so in that case, you would just roll the 1d8 damage since he's not able to adequately block from his position.
Okay.
So it goes past my AC.
What's your AC?
Yeah, you're right. Roll to attack, Rem. It would be...
I'll let you roll, and I'll let you know if it hit or
How
not.
about you tell me right now, and because we're buddies.
All right, fair enough. My AC is 24.
24. Hey, bud, that's a 19 plus 5. That's exactly 24.
So since this is a weapon that's not typically thrown, the rules
Yeah.
typically say that it would just be a 1d4, since
Okay, that's fine.
you're not able to put like the actual weight behind the weapon required, since it loses energy as it's thrown.
I just want him to stop.
Oh yeah, no, you're totally right.
Roll me damage.
Yeah, does my ricochet?
I will roll a d100 in the
That's-
chat.
Okay.
So the lower-
hold on. It's gonna be 4 plus 3, so 7.
7. Okay. So a lower number means that it will probably hit because it is unfavorable to you, and a higher number
Hell
means it
yeah.
will miss.
Give it to me.
All right. So it's higher than 50%. So what happens is it doesn't quite hit the dice. What does happen is it hits the pedestal directly,
Cool.
and that happens, you just see it almost kind of vibrate, almost like something would if it's under a strobe light, and your great club immediately shoots off of it and throws back in your direction,
Oh,
Hell
shit.
yeah.
and that is a nat 20 to attack.
Fuck yeah.
Damn.
You didn't even do anything.
Well, since this open, I'm gonna go over there.
That's 7 damage on you, Rem.
Cool.
So
I give 7 damage. I take 7 damage. It's equal. It's equal.
Perfect-
That's fine.
perfectly balanced as
Balance.
all things should be.
Heck yeah. I'm an artificer. I would know.
Exactly. Humankind cannot gain something without giving up
my
something.
God.
So Albrecht,
Would you say that's equivalent exchange?
it is exactly equivalent, and that is what makes it alchemy.
Just one die. That's. I'm taking a shot.
That's
Oh,
great.
thank you, Brandon, for resharing that.
So, Albrecht, you go to that door, and you hear the voices of numerous women inside.
Wait, hold on, hold on. Can you switch Frankie Muniz since he doesn't remember anything anymore?
Oh, that's sad.
That's the real clutch. He's really Alphonse.
Ooh.
Neil Patrick Harris in that show?
Yes.
Yeah, that's no.
Oh, the guy who looks like him but isn't him? I don't know his name.
No one does.
The mystery.
Christopher Masterson.
Who the fuck is... I mean, I guess we do know who Chris Masterson is, but he was number one.
No, that
Oh,
was
that was
Neil
Neil
Patrick
Patrick.
Harris.
Yeah.
Peel Patrick Harris.
So,
Oh, no. I'll help you out there, man.
Part of the playing
So-
field is just a black square now. Is that supposed to happen?
Yeah.
yeah, that's,
hey.
that's darkness.
Oh.
That's something that you can't immediately see. For the purposes of this, that just means it's something that's inside one of the buildings. Oh fuck, I actually accidentally,
Yeah, that's what we're like.
inside.
I can't.
Oh, that's... Yeah, I thought you were talking about the ones that were already there, my bad.
Oh, no, yeah.
Alright.
Buck, you cast darkness?
I guess. I don't even have that one prepared.
So anyways, Albrecht, you go over to this door, you hear the voices of numerous women inside. They like seem to be giggling, and you hear like the clinking of wine glasses. Do you look inside the door?
Sure.
Okay. So you look inside, and here's just what you see when you step in. You see what appears to be a lavish bedroom, almost like a very high-end brothel. Look, going from just kind of left to right, you see a woman that has wings, kind of like an angel. You see a dwarf, a drider, a high elf, an orc, a female ogre, a drow, a woman with snake hair, and a harpy. They are all naked. They have enormous tits. They immediately look at you, lift wine glasses and sides of beef ribs and say, "We've been waiting for you, Albrecht. Please come inside."
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh, don't leave so soon, Albrecht.
He's already gone. It's just-
the orc is kind of coming out the door. But Albrecht, we haven't gotten started yet.
I don't
We've been
know you.
waiting for you.
I kind of look over, like I get back up from my great club hitting me, and I see Albrecht like, no, I don't know you, and I'm like, you okay?
You hear thudding as the ogress just steps out.
Whoa.
But Albrecht is the only one who sees it. So
Okay.
you do kind of feel what's like the ground vibrating,
Ooh.
but all you can see is that the door slightly opens a bit more, and Albrecht, this ogre woman she's coming for that ass.
I go to the pedestal and I smack the dice 3 times.
40! Alright, roll.
3 times.
Roll. Oh, 1d8. Not. Oh, I see. So 228. So this door opens.
It opens and closes.
Yes, it opens and closes. This door opens, which means the ogre woman is trapped outside with you. She can't go back in until that door opens again.
Oh,
I attack her.
Ooh, roll to attack.
and none of us even see this.
Well,
No,
you're inside the
I'm
school.
inside. The door's open though.
from what you
Yeah.
can see, Albrecht is just swinging at open air. Like from what you can tell, he's just lost his fucking mind. Would you
Did
roll?
he ever have one to begin with?
17.
It was narrow, but it was there.
Hey, By the way, did Sheik ever get out of the fountain, or is she still in it?
My head's like sticking out.
Your head's sticking out.
Yeah, I'm just watching
Just
all
had a
this.
show going on. You just
I
saw
kinda- so
Bosk and Rem are stripping, and Ogre and Albrecht's just lost his fucking mind. So.
yeah,
Well,
and
he's
so
just standing there, he's going like, hubba what?
so I'm like looking around,
17.
just like what the fuck is going on, and I just see Telly standing there, and a dragon peeking his head out, and I'm just like, okay, so.
Two best friends that anybody could have.
I'm Batman, I'm Spider-Man, we're best friends.
So this is
I don't
me
know, I'm a
right
dragon.
now. This is me right now.
Oh boy.
Yes. So, what did Albrecht get to attack?
I got 17.
What did you roll?
17.
You hit. Roll
Awesome.
that damage.
I got 10.
Alright, you do 10 damage to this Ogress. But you hit her and she just says, "Bro, that's it? I do so much better than that just by sitting on faces."
What the fuck?
She's gonna try to fucking grab you, so do an athletics or acrobatics check.
Squish my face between those thick thighs.
This is gonna be a grapple check, buddy.
I'm doing athletics.
It's
Plus
so
7.
like a watermelon.
25.
25.
Oh,
Ogre says liquid 3
Oh man, this is
Uh,
great.
Does that make
Alright,
it
so you narrowly avoid her just grabbing you, but she doesn't try to grab you with her arm. She tries to grab you with her leg. Just kind of squeeze between, and as you dodge, like her tits are like inches from your face, like they swing around, and it just almost brushes past the circlet on your head.
I don't like that.
Thanks, I hate it. Anyways, so we're gonna, as the sideshow continues, we're gonna cut back to Bosk in the classroom.
Oh god.
But first, I want to see this. Yes, that's it, Telly.
Oh my god.
That would have been Albrecht's head right there. Yes, it's the best. But anyways, so Bosk,
Yeah.
you're still in the room of this place, and the professor at the front just looks up. Who invited the green guy? Is he any of the? Is he the valet for any of you guys? Yes, that is also it. There, Eldon. That's it. That is the exact thing that almost happened in Albrecht's
my
face.
Oh god.
The wizard just looks around. Seriously,
guy.
nobody brought their green guy.
I-
He just starts walking down.
Look, I'm going to ignore that comment for now. My sincerest apologies for interrupting your lecture, sir. But my compatriots and I are in dire need of some information or some directions. If I could just have a moment of your time to ask you.
You don't
some questions.
belong here.
I understand that, sir. I'm not trying to interrupt. I promise you. I'm lost.
Indeed, this is an academic establishment, and quite frankly, we've no use for your kind here.
This is the response.
Yes. You see, this is a place for wizards, people with the intellect to understand the arcane. Is this slow enough for you?
what is he saying?
Yeah, you just see that he is like angrily talking to Bosk, and Bosk just looks continuously more.
Who are you?
He just
Who are any of
spits.
you?
He spits blood into his face.
Ugh.
I am the esteemed Professor Fitzbottom. I have managed this class for 50 years, and I will not tolerate your filthy, destructive, monstrous kind in my class. And he casts a spell, and I would like you to make a strength check, which would just be a d20 plus your strength modifier. But what do you say right before he does that?
Do I recognize that name?
I'll let you do a history check to see if you recall.
You
Right
recognize
before the strength check.
17.
So you have heard of a Professor Fitzbottom, but he was a human, and he was purported to have died about 20 years prior to the start of this campaign. And because you rolled high enough, you do know that he was reported dead after traveling through these mountains.
Through these mountains.
The Howling Mountains of Ebelcor. Now I would like you to make that strength check.
Sure. That's a 13.
Alright, and he's going to make an intelligence check. That's an 18 plus 5. So what happens is, he kind of waves his hand as if he's like... He points it at you and lifts his hand up at an angle, and you lift up into the air. And he telekinetically throws you out. And he just starts kind of laughing to himself as he says, "Look, it even thinks it's a wizard. But if you really are so skilled at magic, then let's see how you handle these." And he just kind of waves his hand as 4 very large wasp yellow jacket type things appear immediately behind you, about the size of a man.
Swarms behind you. Nothing personal, kid.
Looks like Boss was about to be schooled.
Wait, so he only does it to Bosk, right? Not to me?
Yeah, he only throws Bosk out, but you do see the bees that appear behind Bosk. You can hear the buzzing, you can see them floating above the ground.
Oh my god.
Now then,
Oh god.
I would like a initiative roll from everybody, please.
Oh no.
Everybody, huh? Okay.
Yep. Everybody can see the bees right there. And as the bees appear, you guys suddenly see the ogress teleport in as well, not teleport, but she immediately comes into your vision.
What?
Yes.
I see the boobs and immediately shout, "I'm sworn to chastity!"
Yeah, because you see that she's naked. She's got humongous ass tits. And she's just standing there.
You just see a naked woman and immediately go, "Chastity!"
Is there enough room between you two for you and Buddha? What was your initiative roll, Brandon?
Oh, sorry. I didn't roll. Okay, so 18 plus, what's my fucking 3, so 21.
That's just you yelling. The GIF I posted.
What's your dex score, Brandon?
My dex is 16 plus 3 modifier.
What was it, Thomas?
16.
Alright, so you're both even. I'll just roll a d. Alright, Shiva is first in the turn order in front of Boss.
I accidentally just exited out of roll 20.
Oof.
Trying to close one tab and I closed another.
You're fine. Just roll a d20 and I'll put that in the chat. And
I already did. I already put in it was 10.
oh yeah, you're absolutely right. I missed that. So all right. So the bees will be going first.
Not the bees!
That's not a phrase that I like to hear.
Exactly. All right. So this motherfucker goes 5, 10, 15, kind of right under the shade of the door. This motherfucker goes 5, 10. And 5, 10, and 5. They are all
Screaming marmot.
screaming.
That's the boss when he sees the bees.
Yes, and they're all going to make 2 attacks against you with flanking advantage. All right, that's a miss. That's a hit. For
Against you as in me, or against you as in boss?
as in Bosk.
Okay.
Hits. Your AC is 18, 17. What?
Oh, I think I think my AC is 17 now. After, or no, wait, has in the timeline here, I don't think that Shiva has done the modification to Bosk's armor yet.
I don't think so. No, it would
So
require.
it would still be 16.
All right. So that's currently one, one, two. So there are 2 hits. 1 hit from the bee here, 1 from here. This one does a hit and a crit as well, and the other one. All right, so you take. So it's each bee has hit you once, and then there's the additional crit from this one.
Oh god.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the damage. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6 for the crit. So 6 plus, and the mod's 4, so that's 5 different hits, and one of them's a crit, so it's times 6. Okay. Alright, so you take 64 damage immediately as all of these bees just sting at you.
That video is exactly my fucking response because I have 2 health points.
Now, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Dear fucking god.
I'm sad.
They're more like yellow jackets, so a type of hornet that can sting
It's
indefinitely.
It's a dirty
So
20.
you're saying
Okay,
that these yellow jackets are horny.
so you pass the Constitution save, which means you take no poison damage from the
Oh.
sting.
Oh good. Wait, is the base damage? What damage type is the base damage?
Piercing.
Oh, okay. Damn, my poison resistance won't come into play today.
Nope, but it would have. But if you had failed to save anyways, your poison resistance wouldn't have helped you in the least bit. Because that's
Okay.
another d12 per hit. That's the end of their turn. Shiva, you're in the fountain. Hell is breaking loose. What do you do?
Bosk already looks like he's nearly dead.
Yes. You're just
Does
getting
Shiva-
ramrodded from 4 ends.
Does Shiva have like her movement speed, like her personal one? As a
I'm
kobold,
going to
or-
say that since you are still you have a lot of the statistics of an ancient red dragon, I can at the very least post that in the chat for the time being, but for now I will say that you have a walking speed of 40 and a flying speed of 80.
Okay. She was gonna get out this fountain, and she's gonna try to fly.
Alright.
One wing is bigger than the other.
It is. One of the wings is lopsided. And you could still fly the normal speed, but you could tell that it's very difficult, and you can almost feel like you're going to sink in between turns as you are on the wing.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try to fly over towards above where the dice
Above the
is.
pedestal. Yeah. So- As you fly over it, the beating of your wings causes a very high wind. Please roll 1d8 in the chat real quick.
Please don't roll an 8.
Please be an 8.
It must absolutely be
Thank God.
7.
Wait, do we know what
Upper
7
one.
does?
No,
No.
wait.
No.
7 has happened before. 7 was the first one that opened.
7 was the fountain. What happens after the 7 is rolled really quick is that the fountain seems to like stabilize and becomes less gel-like and just becomes a normal puddle of water again. You could still use any spell that you would have had. Oh, I completely forgot your
where'd you post
attacks. Oh, I put it in the Discord.
The other one.
Oh,
there it is.
fuck. Well then.
Let me take care of that. It's out of that server.
Okay then. So
I
this
bet
has
you
been a
everyone
great learning.
in that server it'd be like, I'm sorry, I just got a message from somebody like, what the fuck?
I'm 3 beers in and there's half gone in my mixed drink. Okay, so I'll get the red dragon statistics in. But anyways, so if you were to roll you could do a bite, claw, or tail attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a tail attack to swipe her as far as away from. What was this?
Yep. Albrecht, so that's a 17 to hit.
All right then.
Plus 17.
Wait, what about me? What?
12.
He's
plus
hitting
17,
the ogre that's next to you.
29.
No.
That is most definitely a hit, and that should be posted now. But here's so the person responded that fucking quickly to the thing being posted. That is very, very fast. So while we're waiting for that, so the tail attack is 2d8 plus 10 bludgeoning.
Oh, wow. Snake guys, double ones.
That's still 12 damage. Alright, anything else on your turn?
I can't grapple her, huh?
You could do an additional attack to try to grapple. Yes.
Sorry, I just
Why?
wanted to if the bot worked.
Yeah, alright. If I do it, yeah, I'll do that then.
Alright, so that would still be a plus 17 to your grapple roll.
Okay. Let's see. 9.
9 plus 17 is a 26. And you also barely just beat her, so yeah.
Sweet. Does I don't see the oh, there it is.
Yeah, I was trying to repost it, but my Wi-Fi wasn't on for my phone. But anyways, so yeah, you have grappled her, and you've used 50 feet of your movement.
All right then, and I think I'm yeah, that'll be it.
All right, Bosk, you have gotten skewered like a girl in a college porno. What do you do?
I try to cast Misty Step.
Where do you go?
I try to put myself over here in front of the
Alright.
fountain.
Yep, you can do it. The spell works.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so Telly, you just see a little puff of mist, and this half orc, just materializes there.
He's just screaming. But he falls over the side of the fountain into the water.
Oof. So, since the 7 has been rolled again, you fall into the water, and you are able to get through the surface. And instead of being very deep, it's only 3 feet. Do you cast anything with your main action, or do anything else with your main action?
I will. Fuck, what do I do?
Die.
Your boss looks at his hands and
Not yet.
he's just like, magic. Wizard. And alright. Being that I still see my
Who in the fuck renamed Hydra?
what do you mean?
Hydra is now called Jizzed About Jazz.
Hell yeah. That's our band. Anyway, that's the album. That's album number 1.
It should be jazzed about jizz.
Ooh.
Nope. But it's not.
Speaking of college pornos,
Hey. Bosk is going to cast haste on you.
Nice.
Oh.
So, for the next minute, your speed is doubled. You have a +2 to your AC. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws. And you have an additional action on each of your turns.
Wow.
That action can be used to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object actions. But when the spell ends, you won't be able to move or take actions until after your next turn, as a wave of lethargy sweeps over you. And he casts haste on you, and you just feel extremely invigorated, and you just hear Bosk yell, "Kill!" and then he just flops into the water.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the bees.
That's his turn.
Because it's hip to fuck bees.
You know what I have to put in now?
Yeah, you just gotta.
I'm
And
sorry.
what's that?
Are you though? Are you sorry?
No. Alright, please continue.
Is it my turn?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
It is Telly's turn.
Oh, okay.
Hey, who deafened?
I deafened it, not muted it, so
Okay.
it'll come out of it. But
Okay.
just on the off chance that anyone ever decides to use it to collect any recordings of the server, I like to deafen it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't sign no papers, bitch!
Isaac, are you with the NSA?
Isaac is the NSA.
All this time we thought the government was lizard people, but they're actually turtles.
Oh my god.
This has been the con of the century. 7. So I have your class pulled up. The tower. You're able to destroy any weapon within 20 feet that is not being held by a creature and that is not magical. Are there any weapons nearby that are not being held? Actually, let me do a quick little... So it's 20 feet.
Destroy the dice.
Yeah, nothing immediately there. No. The dice isn't a weapon, so...
Should be
I
like,
mean,
Alright. You go into the water and it's 3 feet deep, and you're able to completely break the surface. You are now wading through it. Alright. Rem.
yeah.
You see Nicolas Cage's worst nightmare in front of you. What do you do?
Odin, get closer.
Not the beast!
Get closer. I'm already close.
There's one right in her face.
I know, there's one right in my face. I
Get
see
right
that
here.
ass.
You see that abdomen.
Oh, I see that stinger,
Abs.
boy. I'll hit it with my great club.
Alright. Roll to attack.
That's gonna be a 15.
That barely hits.
Hell yeah. Roll my damage die. That's gonna be a 13.
Damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet. Alright, so you hit the thing right in its chitinous carapace, and it careens through the air, but it doesn't turn to you.
I do
All
it
4 of
again.
these are staring at Bosk.
I do
Yep,
it
so roll to
again.
attack.
Dear God.
16. That's somewhat better than the previous.
Still a hit. Roll again.
Hell yeah. That's an even better damage die. That's 8 plus 5. That's 13 plus 3 is 16.
16.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Hell yeah. I hope so. Otherwise, I just wasted money on this.
Oh shit. Wasted money on what?
The Great Club. Because
Oh,
I
that's
had
right,
it.
that's right.
Alright. Anything else on your turn?
How's it looking?
So that was 13 and 18? Wait,
13 and 16.
15 and 16, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, the damage, I mean.
Yeah, it was 13 and 16.
Alright, 29. Looking more messed up at this point, for sure.
Hmm.
You can tell that they're pretty good at resisting attacks, but once they're hit, like you can see the carapace is starting to break a bit. The exoskeleton is fragile against if you are actually able to break through.
Hmm.
Now then, Alberic, your
Yep.
move.
Cool. Got a few things I'm gonna do.
Ooh.
So first, I would like to bless some people. I just want to get. some
Is it a
shapes up.
Cash App blessing?
All right. So first, I'm gonna bless myself.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna bless Flaxen. And can I bless this motherfucking dragon?
Of course you can. It's any creature within range.
All right, dragon, you're blessed.
Yippee ki fucking yay!
All right.
That,
Now,
the alcohol
your
really
bonus.
hitting you?
That was your action, I believe. So you can still take a half your movement to do an attack.
Yes, it is. But I am not done. As a second level, I'm going to use Searing Smite on the motherfucking Ogress.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck her, that's why.
Yep. So that will be
That's what he wants.
that will be on your next. That will be your next attack you hit. Will do that damage.
Searing Smite is actually a bonus action.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a bonus action that is used, and then the next time you hit a creature, they may allow an attack.
Yeah, I see.
So you
Okay,
can still
well-
take half your movement to attack.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and attack.
Alright.
Shit, does a 12 hit.
It does. You can tell that ogres are not very dexterous, and they don't really try to dodge because they're just not quick enough. So 12 is a little bit above the limit to hit. So that'd be a D8 plus a D6 for the fire damage.
So a total of 16 since I got 5.
Nice. Alright, so what happens is that you hit her in the upper leg, and it catches fire. She just looks down at you and says, "Ooh, Ulbrich, you really know how to make my loins burn."
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Can
Do
I
I
hit it
hear
again?
that?
No, that was your... you can only attack once as a half your movement action. What was
Do I
that,
hear
Eldon?
that? Do I hear that?
Oh yes, like she was bellowing that out because she's visible now, and you can also hear what she says.
Okay.
So you just hear how horny Fiona over there is.
You just hear
I'm not-
you just hear you scream from a distance, Chastity.
Yes.
I'm not trying to argue with you, but don't I technically have 3 actions? Because on my current level, I have 2 actions. And then with your rule of not moving, we have an extra action.
You don't have 2 actions. You have an extra attack. But the thing is, you use your primary action to cast Bless, and half your movement is only 1 attack. It's not, your extra attacks don't factor into it.
Okay. Thank you. That'll be it for me.
Alright. Flaxanax, you have 2 bees on each side of you. They are not looking at you, and the one that is on your right is pretty messed up. What
I
do you
attack
do?
the one on my right with my sword.
Alright.
Expert cutting. That is a dirty 20.
You hit.
Excellent. That is 10 damage.
Alright. It's looking pretty messed up.
I attack again with the sword.
Yep.
That is a 24.
You hit.
That is an 8.
Alright. Let me count that up. How would you like to do this?
Cut off its stinger, use the stinger and stab it in its eye.
Oh, it's like poetry. Yes.
I then turn around to the bee next to me. I attack that one.
Remember, you have an extra full action as well.
Yeah, I know.
In addition to your bonus.
That was a full action too.
But I
you
get to
both-
attack 3 times in a turn. Actually,
4 if you use half your movement and your bonus action.
yeah, my bonus action plus my additional bonus action. Oh yeah, 4. Yeah, 4. So I attack again.
Yes.
So that is a 18.
You hit.
That's gonna be 7 damage.
7.
I attack
Cool.
again.
Yep.
That is a 28.
You hit.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll for that damage. That is 10 damage, and then I'm going to use an unarmed strike as my bonus action.
Well, you already attacked 4 times. You hit the one on your right twice, or your left twice. You could still use a key point, and this will be the extra action as the.
Right. Okay. I'll use the key point then.
Yep.
And then I'm going to roll for that unarmed strike.
Yep.
That is 24 damage.
20.
Or 24 to attack. 24 to
Yep.
attack. Sorry, 24 to attack. And that is 7 damage.
Cool. Looking now it is the ogress's turn.
Boy.
So what she's gonna do? She goes over to that pedestal.
Oh, would you mind taking the bee off?
Oh, of course.
I have a grapple, correct?
You do. Yes. So she doesn't go over there because her speed is 0. But she is still within range of Ulbrich. She's gonna try to grapple him.
Oh boy.
So make a athletics or acrobatics check, Ulbrich.
Athletics plus 7. 13.
Oh no. She
No,
got a
no.
15 plus numbers. So
Bad.
you're grappled.
Oh.
And not only that, so Thomas, she's gonna try to break out of your grip using her other action. Or using
Okay.
her other attack, because she has 2. So I would like you to make a athletics check to try to grab her. You would have plus 10 because you have max strength.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, so now I'm going to roll. Alright, so she rolled a 12. So she doesn't break out, but she has Ulbrich slung over her shoulder.
No.
I'm just gonna... Oh, wait. Well, I would tell you to use your Bless, but doesn't exactly matter because you... Oh, there we go. Okay. Because you would have lost no matter how high you rolled on the Bless, so...
So that would have been 16 and... Oh, Jesus.
But it's still 15 plus her plus 4 strength, so... Anyways, now it's the bees' turn. And they're just all about to finish what they started and get all up in your beesness. So
Business.
this fucker goes right here.
Oh no!
And then I just want to make sure if they can make it within 40 feet. 40. 40! Nice.
How wonderful.
So
I'll
yeah,
take a
you've
40.
got... Yes, you will.
I could use
And
one.
so will they.
Oh my.
Oh, so that's 35? Oh yeah, so this guy can actually move over here to flank... Oh no, it's not flanking.
No.
Wait, but he can if he goes over here. Alright, so he's gonna flank you with advantage.
Do bees have this much higher brain function?
These
They sound
ones...
better than humans, Brandon. Do not underestimate bees.
These
I'll kill you.
apparently do. And one of his attacks definitely
Bees
hits.
ones do.
So, technically, with these being hornets, are these murder hornets that we keep hearing about?
Oh boy, these are the ones.
Dude,
Murder
these are
hornets,
not...
murder bees. We could use some murder hornets right about now.
These are not murder hornets. These are massacre hornets. These are slaughter hornets.
Homicide
Oh, God.
hornets. So what are the attacks?
So one of them was a 16 plus numbers.
How many
He's
numbers
stinky.
though?
Plus 4 plus another 4, so total of
Plus a-
24.
Wait, plus another 4.
That's his proficiency bonus.
Oh my.
Proficiency
fucking
bonus
God.
and plus 4 dexterity.
Jesus Christ. Well,
Yes.
I was gonna cast shield, but I guess not.
Yep, so you are now unconscious.
I was going to cast you Bless, but you decided to get in the fountain for some reason.
Why
But
wouldn't I?
I was gonna clap.
The water was not jiggly. Not impressed.
Hashtag context.
0 out of 10. Water was not jiggly.
But anyways, so one of the other hornet that is on the other side of you, now that you're down, because I mean he rolled an 8 plus 4, so 12 damage on the sting, and you don't even have to roll a con save just because that's included.
I guess not.
So one of the attacks misses, the other hits, and the other one is going to make 2 attacks without advantage. Both of them miss because the one attack hit you. That's 2 failed death saves.
2? I thought each another hit.
Each one counts as a crit. Well, because you're prone, each attack that hits you is an automatic crit, and every crit is 2 failed death saves. So, that is a thing. You still have teammates that can heal you. You have 2 artificers and 1 paladin. It's all a matter of whether or not they can get to you in time.
I'm kind of boned. Not yet, though, but so...
Two artificers?
Shiva is an artificer, the kobold.
Technically, it's a dragon.
We're throwing hands.
Well, we had 2 barbarians in the last campaign, Thrish and Michael.
To be fair, you did not ask anything about Shiva, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of which, it's Shiva's turn. You're a dragon holding an ogre who is holding a very, very sexually interested paladin.
Shiva's gonna try to basically retrieve Aldrich.
So that would be... I'm going to say you can try to make an athletics check against the ogress. We'll see how that goes. That's an 8 on her end. And you have a
That's
plus
a
10. So unless you
that's
crit
16
fail.
on mine. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
16 on mine.
So you definitely are able to get Albrecht out, and he is no longer grappled.
Yeah, and then I want to kind of throw him like on my back.
Nice.
Oh,
You still have half your movement left, and Bosk is within half of your flying speed range. What do you do?
I'm actually, what was it? She's gonna float up just a little bit higher.
Yep.
And just scream, but then do frightful presence as she screams.
Nice. So that each creature of the dragon's choice. So
yeah, so it's gonna be all the bugs and the ogres.
all right. So the ogress succeeds. 2 of the bees do not, and neither does the third one. So they're all scared. All the bugs are scared of you, but the ogress seems a bit more resilient in this case. She's just
too
that
horny to be scared.
Exactly. And the other 3 are just hornets.
Wait, what? What?
I don't know what he said, and I don't want to. Now,
Alright, so since I used my frightful presence, Shiva's gonna make 3 attacks towards the ogress.
so you'll be able to make 2 because you used one of the attacks to get Albrecht out of his grapple.
Sounds good. And they're both gonna be bite attacks. Does a 23 hit?
Of course it does.
be surprised if
second
you
one.
say you didn't.
See 21.
That hits.
2d10 plus 10. Plus 4d6. 11, 20, 21 for the bite.
21.
13 for the piercing.
Alright, how would you like to do this?
Oh, she's gonna eat her. Just like straight up, just 2 bites, just meow, meow, and then swallow.
She is
Hey.
Joke's on
gone.
you, the ogress is into war.
Ugh.
Right.
That's even worse.
Daddy. And then she's good dead.
Called your daddy.
To make a bad fight worse.
Yes.
Oh.
Why?
Now then, do you use any of your movement?
Yeah, who's passed out right now?
Bosk, he's over here. You've already used your action to attack and your half movement action to frightful presence, but you can still at least use the other half of your movement to get over him.
Yeah,
And
I
Albrecht
just
is
kinda
on your
wanna,
back.
yeah, I kind of want to just like hover over the bees so they can, fall
Mhm.
down or have the wind fuck them up.
Ooh, good point. I'll actually make strength saving throws for them. 2 of them fail. So these 2 that were that are hovering above the rock are just smacked into the foundation of the fountain, and they'll take bludgeoning damage.
Oh boy.
Now then, Bosk, it is your move now. Go into roll 20 and do a /GM roll, and 1d20 for your death saves.
Is that a GM space roll? Or
It's
GM
a
roll as well?
/GM roll. Did you ever? Wait, you never did your
My what?
your portents for today. So before you do the GM roll, just do 1d20 twice in the main chat.
Okay. 2d20.
16 and 2. So would you like to?
Does this count?
So here's what I'm going to say. You can choose to do the 16 now for your death save, or you can do the roll and choose to do the death save. I would choose to use the portent afterwards.
Could I? Actually, wait. Does the lucky feat account towards this too? Because it's still a d20 rolled by me.
I think it says any saving throw, and a death saving throw is still a.
I can check real quick.
Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Yep. So it's any saving throw, and a death saving throw is still a saving throw. So, yep, the lucky feat applies, and you can do portent if it does not.
Never mind. I guess I don't need it.
All right, you are alive. For now.
I won't forget.
Rem, your
Ominous.
move.
How far is my boy?
So this one landed in the water because of the thing, so I'm going to say that it landed over here, and this boy landed over here, just so you have the full context of what the battleground is like.
I hope being wet fucks this guy up.
I'm gonna run straight for Bosk.
All right.
Yes.
You're right.
You are.
Telly, what do you do as your friend is dying and bleeding in the water?
Jelly's,
Okay, so I run over there.
Jelly's getting pretty red, Telly.
Well, so what does Telly do? I'll have it that Rem just moves over just to make things faster, but what does Telly do on his turn? You have a stingy boy right in front of you. Ooh, nice. So
Nice.
that means you do double the rapier piercing and poison damage too. Total of 17 damage. You sting this boy as he stung Bosk, and he's still staring at this half-orc. Just bloodlust in his eyes. As far as you can tell from the compound eyes. So, you've already used your move to get up there, so what does Rem do?
I'm gonna heal Bosk at a 2nd level.
Good fucking call. Roll
So I
2d8
can't... Yeah, buddy.
plus your intelligence mod.
So one's an 8, the other's a 6. I can do math. 14 plus 4. It's 18.
Nice. Bosk, you are laying face up in this fountain. Your last memory is being stabbed in the fucking stomach as a stinger just pierced right between the rings of your mail. You wake up as Rem is stinging you with that device on her wrist that she uses to heal. You are getting Vietnam-style flashbacks as you see her pull that thing out of you. But you're alive. Any bonus action, Rem? You've used your full movement.
Yeah, that's right. I have a healing and elixir that I made.
Oh yeah. By the way, how many hit points did you say?
I was
18.
18.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Of course.
Why?
You do. So at the end of Rem's turn, you can take a legendary action. I'm going to say that you can take a legendary action to use a attack, to use your full movement without provoking opportunity attacks, or to cast a spell that requires a bonus action or action. Anything else, Rem?
Hold on.
Of course.
Hold your fucking horses.
I do, but they keep trying to shove their hoods in my face.
No,
Oh,
well,
no.
tell them to stop.
I do, but they keep horsing around.
I need another shot. Hold on.
As long as your horse isn't dead.
But they're flailing
This
around.
horse
It's
is amazing.
unstable.
Hey, bud. You know what? Never mind.
Being a dead horse. That's a great gift.
Is it sad that I know that that's
so-
from Office Space?
I remember that I quickly have an elixir in my bag, and I give it to Bosk.
Cool.
It doesn't taste good because it's experimental.
What does it
So,
taste like?
so what's the worst thing Bosk drank? You know what? No.
Yeah.
Imagine Epicat. Like, you get the feeling like this is gonna induce vomit,
Oh god.
but it tastes like pancake syrup and cough syrup.
Oh god.
Actually, you know
Oh.
what? I'm gonna say this does make you cough up, but you cough up like. Did you like fail or save on those poison damage?
He
like-
succeeded on the one poison save he had to do. Yeah.
So he was poisoned.
No, he succeeded. My bad.
Okay, okay.
Don't
They
think it was
failed
poison.
to poison him.
Okay, well, I was gonna say, like, if he failed, he spews up poison. But you know what? We'll leave that out.
Oh boy.
But you puke up whatever. I guess the last thing you ate.
I have no idea what that would have been.
Okay, that's totally fine.
Kale salad.
There's just kale that just spews out of him. Like you're at a fountain. He is the new fountain. It crests over above the current fountain's output of water.
And you heal. And you heal
Wait.
an additional 10 HP.
Are they under the shield right now?
Yeah, you're dangling over them.
Alright, cool, because remember, I'm flapping my wings to keep those bugs down. So I'm assuming when he threw up, vomit went everywhere.
You're right.
You just
Hell yeah.
splatter it everywhere.
You get inspiration for mentioning this.
I already
Dude.
have inspiration.
Your fucking
You get 2
wings
charges
just
of
splatter
inspiration.
it everywhere.
Yeah,
Let's go.
it's just it's a fucking
Oh my
puke
God.
storm right here.
Puke chain.
Indeed. All right. You've used your movement action and bonus action. Alberic, your turn.
Some of the vomit is just pieces of
Okay,
honeycomb.
so- I got
Boss
It's
got
just
its hand-
bubbling.
You
Boss-
turn,
no,
into
Boss-
you turn into the fucking
Boss got
honeycomb
his-
mascot and
Boss-
start like puking honeycombs everywhere.
Boss got his hands on one of those like a jar of honey with like the full comb inside, and he just really like it's a treat. Like it's a snack that he has sometimes.
Okay, so 2 questions. 1.
Yep.
Am I technically mounted?
Technically, yes.
Hey.
I was gonna say, like, you had your opportunity to mount a bunch of big titty abnormal beings in the other room.
Those are my biggest fears. Shut up. Anyway. If that's the case, then technically my feet kicks in for mounted combat.
It
Combat.
does.
So anything that is smaller than my mount, I have advantage against for attacks.
Do.
That's everything at this point.
Yes, because it's gargantuan, so unless it is a gargantuan opponent, it's fucked.
2 is he in striking range?
The one that's underneath you?
Yeah.
Yes, because you're able to. Thomas said that she's hovering just a little bit above the ground, so you still have a 5 feet diagonal to the opponent. You can definitely hit.
All right, I will smack it.
Smack
Rolling
it, you
twice.
do. Roll.
Okay, first one was a 12.
Miss.
Second one was a 12.
You can still use half your movement to go again.
That's 16, and that is a 15.
The 16, and well, you only can do 1 extra attack per half movement, but the 16 does hit.
Oh, I was doing it with advantage, so that's
Yes, the honeycomb
Oh,
mascot.
you're right. Oh wait, so so the 12 and 12 is just the first attack. Never mind. So yeah, this is just your attack action. So yeah, the 16 hits.
And I deal 8 damage to it.
You can still use half your action, half your movement to attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll just do it then.
I had forgotten that you were doing advantage on the other ones.
Alright. Do another one, seeing which one's higher. That's a 25 dirty. And
Hit.
this is another 25 dirty.
Nice.
Rolling for attack. Oh shit, max damage 13.
Ooh. That's what I like to hear. Looking
Shit's
messed up at this point.
So that's it for me, yeah.
Alright, Flaxenax. Your move.
Make your move. Boop.
Your move. Do you have
I'm
the
going
heart?
to attack. I'm going to attack this bee with my sword.
This biatch.
That is a 19.
You can roll again because you're flanking to see if you crit.
That rolled into the crow. No, I don't.
You still hit.
That's 8 damage.
Alright.
Roll again.
Yep.
19.
Definitely hits.
7.
Cool. It's looking
How much
messed
did I move? How much did I move? Oh wait,
Uh,
do I still have double my movement speed, Brandon, or how long does that effect last?
a minute, to my knowledge.
Yeah, 10 rounds, so a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've still got plenty to go. 20.
That's 25 or 20, 27. 9.
Alright, how would you like to do this?
Good thing you asked me because the next roll I rolled was a crit fail.
Wow.
Nice.
Actually, it wouldn't matter because I have flanking advantage.
True.
I pull off its wings and I punt it into the air,
Oof.
and then when it lands, it splats.
Nice.
As it splats, you can see that like honey starts spraying everywhere.
Oh my god.
Despite the fact that wasps and yellow jackets can't make honey, you're baffled. This defies the laws of nature, but you're also in a place where bees don't spontaneously arrive. You have no idea how this is possible, but
It's
it
also
is.
confusing because there's still vomit.
Yes,
And
mixed
honey.
together. It is a very. Go
Are
on,
these two
sorry.
bees still here?
Yep.
Or wasps? All right, I'm going to use a key point. Do I still have another?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
still do. Yeah, you have the other attack if you use your key point. You just have to.
I was going to use. Actually going to use my.
Did you already use your extra action?
No, I don't believe I did.
You did not, no. And because your speed is 70, because it's doubled, you can move 35 feet without having to.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. I guess I don't use a key point. I was going to use my radiant. I was going to use my sunstrike, but I guess I don't need to do that.
All right, go up there and attack the fucker.
You feel like you've just done a fucking line of cocaine.
That is 27.
You got that.
That's 10 damage.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to use a key point to use my flurry of blows.
Fucking nice.
Fuck him up.
That's 25.
Hit.
I'm rolling good tonight, boys. That is 9 damage.
All right, looking pretty messed up. And your other attack?
One more attack. That's a dirty 20.
All right, roll.
That's 5 damage.
How you want to do this?
I grab the bee. I grab the wasp around its thorax, where its thorax and abdomen meet. So my hand can reach all the way around it. I jump up and I slam it down like a football.
Ooh. This part of the fountain right here that juts up, you just split it in half. The stinger goes into the water. The other half bounces off the ground and lands in the brazier. It burns alive, screaming. It just, you hear it just say, "Mama, no!"
Your mother can't save you now. No, I don't have to say that.
I know she can't! And then he just burns to a crisp.
I don't actually say that. That's not something you would say, but I would say that.
Bosk is still vomiting, but also smiling now because of hearing that.
Alright, so this fucker is dead.
I think that's everyone, isn't it? Oh no, there's one more.
The ogress, and then it's the other bee's turn. This
I thought the
fucker
ogress
is...
was eaten.
Yeah, she was. I'm saying, like, that I'm acknowledging that her turn is skipped.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so he attacks twice on Bosk. One's a 19 plus 8. Make a con save, please.
This is rigged.
This
economy
is rigged.
God, it is. It's all rigged, I tell you. Alright, what's my fucking con again? That's a 17.
Alright, so you just take the 12 damage from its piercing.
Piercing.
Yep. And that's its turn.
I'm still
Shiva, this bug that's underneath you has the audacity to attack the person you were just helping. What do you do?
I'm gonna eat that bug.
Ooh. Roll it.
Yeah. It's plus 10 to hit, correct?
Correct.
There's a 15 hit.
Yep, barely.
Sweet. Bite was 2d10. 18 damage plus
Plus the 10, so 28.
28. Then let's see, 8, 10,
That's
15.
enough.
40,
That's more than enough damage to finish this.
Yeah, she's just gonna swallow it, eat the honey.
Yeah, and again, you're just baffled at the fact that something that does not produce honey is just oozing it out of its corpse.
Is it delicious?
Is it delicious?
I am going to D100 that shit because I legit do not know.
Magically delicious.
45. It tastes kind of off. Like, it's not super sweet. It's almost tastes kind of like raw coffee grinds.
Yummy.
Yeah, it has a bad taste in my mouth.
Yes.
Hopefully you didn't poke yourself in the mouth with a stinger.
In any case, you are now out of initiative. And there's still a D8 resting on that pedestal.
Dear God.
Okay, so which doors are still open? Because I know the door
This
that
one
Albert
is-
closed.
This door is still open, and this door is still open.
Okay, hear me out. Why don't I just burn these buildings?
You can certainly try.
You know what? I'm gonna listen for anything. Like if I hear anything.
Roll perception. Yes. Bosk is just. Bosk is the epitome of everybody who's like shares the kill the spider with fire meme.
Essentially, yes. It's gonna be a 15.
You know you're being watched. And as you're standing right over here, you see a shadow dart from right over here into the alleyway.
I tell Bosk, there's a shadow that went down this way. I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay.
So I start walking.
Alright. You hear kind of a ruffling. You hear whispers. You can't quite make out what they're saying. All you can tell is there's somebody kind of lurking around there.
Why is she gone?
What do you do? So I'm going to clear
Why
up.
is that a motherfucking GIF?
I'm going to clear up just some of this fog real quick. So you see what appears to be a pile of barrels and other stuff, and you hear more talking coming from right behind here. A kind of pallet.
Sorry, I just looked back in the chat. What? What was the context for that?
Dragon fucking the car. I don't know. I don't
You know
want
what?
to know.
Go in there and fucking do that to that wizard. Boss lifts his head out of the fountain and he just goes, "Dragon, can I borrow you?" In there, that door.
I mean, I
Please,
suggested to burn.
if you
I should just burn all these buildings down. No one said anything.
just burn, just directly into the doorway, just everything inside. If you would,
Okay.
I would be ever so grateful.
Okay. And then
He points to the door.
She was gonna what was it? Fire breath?
Yeah, you can try the fire breath.
Yeah, let's try out this bad boy.
Cleanse everything, holy fire!
I'm going to shoot it 3 times.
So what happens is you do the fire breath. It goes towards the building. The fire kind of lingers in the air a bit as it consumes some of the air, but the building does not ignite.
Stick your head right in and do it.
Do you do that?
I do that, yes.
You stick your head in. You see the students at their desks doing their exam. Professor Fitzbottom is back at his position. You breathe fire. Nothing ignites.
It's not working!
And as you're doing that, as you poke your head in and are trying to ignite everything, you just hear a voice just say, "This isn't your hell."
I don't like this.
And then she was gonna stick out her head. I think there's a ghost here.
Ghost? Where?
Ghost.
It-
Ghost.
But is
Okay,
it Ghost
hear me.
Malone?
Yeah.
I hate that.
I give myself inspiration.
So take away an inspiration from yourself for that.
Yeah, give us back a destiny point for that.
And suddenly the DM dies.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a D100 to see if you guys get a destiny point for that. If it's above 57, you get one back.
So
That's
An
specific.
arbitrary number.
Nope. 15. I keep all 3.
Wow.
But why 57?
Because it's a prime number. And it's something that'll...
So is your face.
Face is a prime number. Oh!
Well, it can't be divided by anything other than itself, so you are right.
Do I get inspiration?
No, because you didn't say that in character. Moreover, you wouldn't have had anyone to say that in character too, because the DM is not one
Do I
person.
get meta inspiration?
What?
Nah, bro. That ain't a thing. But in any case, Rem, you're in an alleyway. It's dark. You look behind you, and I'm just going to indicate just how this is happening. You look behind you, and there's darkness. You guys look over at the alleyway that Rem disappeared into, and it ain't there anymore. There's just a brick wall where she passed through.
Wait. Where did Rem go?
I thought she was with you.
But you're you.
I thought she was with Telly.
Bum, bum, bum.
Telly let her die. Kill him.
All right, down to make turtle stew.
So I'm going to pull out my hand axe and just safely walk down the alleyway.
Alright. You walk down the alleyway. How far? Mark it on the move yourself on the map to where you go. Something twitches behind this pallet right here. It's still strangely dark. If you have dark vision, you can't quite see through there. Do you go any further?
I guess you say I do.
Okay. Go a little bit further. And as you do that, the axe you're holding in your hand, it almost seems to move on its own, as if it wants to strike, as if you have no control over it, but nonetheless, you can feel your arm twitch. And then all you hear is a scream as it cleaves into something. You hear a collarbone just squelch and snap.
And this is behind me, right?
Right in front of you as you attack. Well, as the axe moves on its own. And you see what appears to be a changeling and also a tiefling. Halfway through in the change, blood is spurting out of her shoulder as the axe has dug its way in. Sister Martha is standing in a doorway. She looks over the body of this woman you once loved and says, "How could you? If you could do this to her, you could do the same to me."
Martha,
No.
it was an accident. I didn't mean for this to happen.
You can tell that she's going through like a multitude of emotions across her face. You see surprise, you see fear, anger, sadness. She just backs away into the doorway, and you can hear her metal boots banging against the floor.
That's
Into the doorway that's in front of me.
This one right here. Yep.
I follow.
Alright, so I shall reveal this area. You look into a tavern. Oh wait, I didn't reveal the full thing because I wasn't scrolled all the way to the left. I mean, to the right. Martha is running across here and goes down the stairs and down the other flight of stairs. And she seems to just sit at a table.
I join her.
She's kind of breathing heavily from what you just saw. No, this isn't real. You are not real. Just like what was chasing Hugo and Celia were not real. This is all just a dream.
No,
I didn't just see you.
I am
This
real.
That's exactly what the last Rem said, and the Rem before her. I kept watching you commit these.
Only I know what I put on your weapon.
She kind of hides her mace herself. Say it. Right now.
Forever yours. In your heart. And in your hand.
Every single word you say, you just see her like snivel and just draw more tears out of her face. Did you really do that? I kept seeing everything you did for the shadows of Corvair. Everything. All the crimes you've done or helped people out with. Please tell me that isn't you.
That was me. I only did what my father wished me to do. If he told me to do something, I had to do it. Otherwise, I'd be exiled, banished.
And look where following his orders got you now.
I don't. I'm not saying what I did was right, and I will come forth, and whatever happens to me, it'd be justified. I'm not a good person.
So as you're saying this in the tavern, all of the guests here, they kind of they looked at you, but they went back to their business. But you can definitely tell that they know you're there. Martha kind of puts her face on the table. Why is it? First Marco, now you. Why can I never find somebody who knows from the start what is right? Somebody who does what someone else says, who follows the wrong path that someone else's call, who? She kind of pounds her fist on the table a bit, and you hear just her metal gauntlet crashing into the wood. You better pay for that! Shut up! I'm having an emotional breakdown right here! And then she turns back to you, anger gone and just sad. What are you gonna say?
If that's how you feel, and you don't see me the same way anymore, just know I've never loved anybody the same after that night until I met you, Sister Martha. Sorry.
And then she just kind of leans forward around the table and just puts her arms around you. What I saw in that alley. This is your hell. Your nightmares and visions. You do feel guilt for it. You know it was wrong. It haunts you. I understand. Somebody who knew that thought that was the right thing to do. Somebody who wanted to hurt the one they loved. They wouldn't be haunted by that. And then she pulls away and stands up. I'll need some time to process this. This has been one hell of a night. Is anyone else okay? Is there anyone who needs tending to? Anybody who I can help?
Well, Bosk took a mighty beating and stinging from some hornets earlier. I don't know how he is faring right now because I got split from the group. If you go back through the alleyway, you should be able to find him. Please just let me sit here and think.
Speaking of which, so Telly rolled the dice again, and the door all the way over here that Albrecht may or may not have sensed undead from. You can't tell if it's that one or this one. That door opened. Flaxen Axe.
Yeah, what's up?
You hear a voice coming from there.
I'm sorry.
It's Hugo's. Help! Help! Somebody! Can anybody?
Oh no, Captain, my captain! And then I run.
Find me somebody to get me out of here! Alright, Flaxen Axe. So it's this door right over here. Flaxen Axe, do you go through the door?
Hell yes, I do.
Okay then, so I'm just gonna move you over here.
In front of Shiva too, right?
What was that?
That's happening in front of Shiva.
Yeah, you watched that happen too.
All right, I'm gonna just kind of follow him, just see how far my head can stick in that door.
Yep. Boss,
great.
where do you go?
Bosk is still just sitting down on the edge of the fountain, leaning back. He'll just be like, "Where are you going? What?
All right.
And then he'll just lean back.
And Telly, do you go through that door too? Okay then, so I will put you in there. Now I'm going. So does Albert go through the door too?
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna jump off the dragon and jump in the door. Oh shit!
All right, that makes this a lot easier for me and so much more difficult for you. and the rest of the party. So then, all three of you pop through the door. You go into what seems to be a fairly empty room, and then all of a sudden the floor's out. The door is gone, and you fall into the fucking ocean, or what appears to
Oh
be an ocean.
shit!
Oh boy.
And again, you look back the door you walked in, gone. There is no entryway, no walls, just open ocean all around you, and you all just fall into the water.
I start sinking immediately.
I start thinking too because you can't swim.
You hear Albrecht scream in your closest approximation to what turtles have for ears. You hear bubbles just going through the surface as the heavy metal plate just drags him down. Make an athletics check. Okay. So your head does break the surface for the time being. Because Telly has a swimming speed, he's able to maintain the adequate leg function to pump you above the surface.
Yeah, he does.
Flaxenax.
Baby Telly. I won't
And
cook
you're
it.
free falling through the water. Whatever the closest equivalent is, but you are sinking. Roll a perception check.
Oh, finally, my first perception check of the night.
Yes. Because you're finally...
That is a... What is it? That is a 13.
13. You are being watched. You don't know what. You don't know from where or how. You know you're being watched.
I start freaking out, and I would be hyperventilating so the fact that I'm underwater.
Well, the closest thing to hyperventilating is just like spewing out all the air you have in your lungs out to the surface. It bubbles up until he feels it tickling under his bare turtle feet.
Ooh.
Make an athletic.
Tickle his turtle balls.
I'm gonna roll a D1 Hunter for that. That's an 81. Oh my god, Telly, like your turtle balls, they just feel a little tickle too.
Ah!
Now, Flaxenax, I would like you to do an athletics check at disadvantage because, as you said, you cannot swim.
Wow, those are both 11, so I still get a... it said athletics, right?
Correct.
That's still an 18.
This is because he's a dwarf and he can't swim.
No, I can't swim because I never grew up because I didn't grow up near any body of water. I grew up in a mountain, in a monastery in a mountain, so I never got to be near water.
Oh, okay, I thought it's because you're short.
What does that have to do with being able to swim? I feel like we need to play. What's Paul Newman's Short People?
No, thank you.
So you are able to, despite having like very little idea of how to swim, like your survival instinct is just kicking in and thereby kicking your feet in a way that you can feel yourself propelling upwards. You do manage to break the surface and get a gulp of air, and then you start to sink again. Unless Telly or Albrecht would like to grab you. At this point, you seem to be out in the open ocean. No idea with where the door is. I would like a perception check from Flaxenax one more time, as you are now able to better focus on your surroundings.
That is a nat 20.
Mm-hmm. So, remember how I said you feel like you're being watched?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know you're being watched. In fact, you can see something swimming up from the surface of the water. Albert, remember how I mentioned that there was undead somewhere that was possibly this house?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a giant skeletal hammerhead shark
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
swim out of the depths. Its skeletal teeth go immediately for Flaxenax.
I fucking scream. Like, I've never actually screamed before, except for battle cry maybe, but this time I'm like legit fucking screaming. Like, I am shooketh to my core.
I like to use hold person on the shark.
That ain't a person, bro. That's an undead.
That's humanoid.
That is very far from humanoid.
Okay, I use Abjure Enemy.
That sounds more like it.
Because it's undead, I believe it has disadvantage. Yeah, disadvantage on the saving throw.
Ooh. So I'm redoing the initiative from previous turns, except adding more people. Abjure Enemy. I just want to quickly see that. I believe that's the one that grants you advantage on attacks, right?
No, Abjure Enemy is the one where they will be frightened, and their speed is 0. If they save, then their creature speed is half for a minute.
Alright, so I will definitely do that with disadvantage. And the DC is?
Is my DC for spells?
Yep.
DC is 14.
He fails. Barely.
Sweet.
So he is definitely frightened. And because you did that, he still is within attacking range of you, but he can't move farther because he has 0 speed.
Does that expand a spell slot?
Abjure Enemy is your channel divinity. You can think of it. You can think of it kind of. I'm trying to think of a Warcraft equivalent. It's kind of like how Forbearance. You can't like cast a similar spell on a target for a while. It's kind of like this. You have to take a short rest or a long rest before you get Abjure Enemy back. Meanwhile, so what? Shiva is poking her lopsided dragon head through the door. You saw your friends go in there. They're just standing or sitting in an empty room, flailing around. You have no idea what they're doing, but you can't move your head in longer than.
It's the room that makes you a spurg.
You can move about 5 feet within, but it's not enough to grab somebody with your teeth or claws to drag them out.
She's just stick her head back out. She's gonna let them deal with it. She's not gonna say anything. She didn't say anything.
So the shark is gonna make 3 attacks. I'm guessing a 18 and higher hits. Flaxanax?
Yeah, 18 hits high on me.
Alright, so
hits
2 of the 3 attacks have hit, so I'm just gonna. Alright, so you take 57 damage from 2 bite attacks. And then it's gonna use half of its movement speed to attack again.
Joy!
To the world, the saviors come. Let sharks bring down their prey. Alright, so that's 24. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly roll that 4d10 plus 8. You take an additional 29 damage. Alright. Shiva, do you do anything on your turn?
Yes, she's actually. If she sticks her tail in there, will she be able to reach all 3 of them?
I want to quickly see the range on that, because it's 5 on her head. And the range on the. Yeah, the tail is 20 feet, so you can hit all of them with your tail.
Yeah, I kind of want to just loop them around my tail and just kind of, like a hook almost, and just pull them out.
Alright, so in that case, I'm going to still have you make an attack, and I'm going to say disadvantage as you feel something pressing against you, but you can still do the tail to try to swipe at them.
Let's see, 7 and 10, so 7.
7
Plus-
and 10 plus 17.
So 24.
Alright, so you are able to push back against the effect that seems to be pushing against you, and you do manage to wrap your tail around them.
Alright, and then I just want to slowly pull them out.
Alright, so Ulrich and Telly, you guys are conscious. You just suddenly feel what seems to be like an octopus tentacle just wrapping around the 2 of you and Flaxanax. And it seems to be dragging you further and further down into the water. So for the purposes of gameplay, you guys are completely out of the ocean room, but you're still having the sort of hallucinations. and you could still see the shark about 15 feet above you. But at the same time, the image is starting to become a bit more fuzzy, as if it's kind of like we used to watch TV in the 90s, and the TV would occasionally like static and have the little greenish purple wave go through it. That's kind of like what's happening there. Martha's turn. So I'm gonna say that all of this was happening around the time that she was having her conversation with Rem, but with using her movement speed and the movement she would have done right before initiative, she manages to get in front of Bosk. All right, I heard you hurt. And she just like puts her gauntlet against your palm. I know you can do it. And that's 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 2. So that's 19 total healing as she cure wounds at 2nd level.
Martha, I didn't even know you were here.
I didn't know you were here. I don't even know if you're real. I probably just healed the person who's about to try to attack me, just like the last few times.
You didn't. I assure you it's me. But tell me more. Where is Rem?
She went to the alleyway, and she's in the tavern brooding about the complex emotional distress she's received in the past few minutes. I've spent the last couple of hours here. First I saw Father Marco, my ex-husband / dead. The bastard who humiliated me and broke my heart. Anyways, I saw so many of the things he did, both the crimes and violence, and I saw this gay porn loop of him and that incubus. Oh man! Like it's not the fact that it was like it was gay. It was the individual acts they were doing. I didn't even know that was. I know it's probably not legal in our country. It's no, but anyways, I saw that, and then I saw Rem like steal from a bunch of people or help people who were stealing, and then I saw her kill her ex-girlfriend or dead girlfriend. The one who broke her heart after she killed her. Apparently, she did manslaughter or womanslaughter or changeling slaughter. I don't fucking know. This has been a complex motorcycle. No, what's a motorcycle?
Well, I don't know. Wait, are you the master? You're not. You're really Martha, aren't you? No, you wouldn't have healed me if you weren't. Thank you.
Unless that was a false helix. Yeah, I'm just talking bullshit at this point.
Okay, good.
So,
He'll
what does Boss do?
He'll look over there to see if everybody's doing okay over there. Because all he did was just watch them run over there and then kind of just pass out and try and relax for a bit.
You just saw his lopsided and very, very asymmetrical dragon just drag him out of the room with her tail. And they look like they're just flailing as if they're drowning underwater. Flaxanax is just like lying on his back. He is unconscious at this point.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, so Telly's just vibing. Ulbrich is flailing around. Ulbrich is, Flaxanax is just, he looks like half dead at this point. What do you do?
We should definitely, Flaxanax, you!
I don't respond because I'm fucking unconscious.
Exactly.
Run over. I was gonna say, I see that Martha's turn is right after mine, but
yeah, I skipped your turn on accident, but
all right,
that was your turn.
I'll dash over there
to give moral support because you can't actually, because that's your action.
Yeah,
I'd rather get oral support than moral.
Just be like, hey, are you okay? What's going on? Oh, you! What's going on?
Right, so Telly and Ulbrich suddenly, just as this shark is a little bit above you guys, Bosk just appears. Bosk, you're underwater. You're in the fucking ocean that they're in right now.
Wait, I suddenly am?
Yeah, like as soon as you get close to them, you're just in the water.
What the fuck? I hope Martha saw me run over there and then just suddenly flop onto the ground and also start flailing just like Ulbrich is. And just yell, what the fuck?
She just sees this happen and says, there's no way this is real. I'm still in hell. Magikarp. Anyway, alright, so Telly, it's your move. I'm just gonna put the shark right here and say that's the distance it is above you, as opposed to vertically. I mean horizontally. It just says, "Fuck off! I'm here for the dwarf." Wait, how can I hear you? This whole time I've been swimming around, killing a bunch of people. I don't know why, but no one except for one particular person I wanted to kill was able to see me. How can you see me?
I love
Where the
Telly.
hell did you get this idea? I have no friends in here, just like I didn't have friends for the last 57 times I killed someone. Change of plan, I'm gonna kill you next.
Holy shit.
Alright, so I'm gonna say that was half your movement's worth of just talking. Is there anything else you try to do on your turn? No, unless you try to do a
It could maybe
persuasion
worse. He
check.
could be a femboy.
Uh-oh.
A fem shark. No, don't look that up.
Shark.
No, don't
Too
put
late. I'm
don't.
doing it.
It's
Let's
too
go
late.
to rule34.com.
It's already happening, Nathaniel. You brought this on us all.
Hey, post it in chat.
34 shark.
Actually, I don't want to. I don't want to taint my search history.
Ooh.
Don't worry, I will. Half of these are images from Second Life.
Con save. What's your DC? He fails. Fuck, I knew I should have killed you. Good thing, though, I have teeth that are specially adapted to biting through turtle shell. This is hell. We don't have friends here. I'm an edgy loner. I watched my parents be killed in an alleyway. How the fuck were they in an alleyway when they're sharks? I don't know, but I decided to dedicate my life to killing humanoids after watching that terrible event. And I'm Shark Man. I am the Shark Knight.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I'm done with the session.
Alright. Rem, you're in a tavern. Do you do anything other than not revel, but just stare at
Revel.
existential dread?
Revel in misery.
Uh,
I think the word you're looking for is wallow, not revel.
Yes.
The opposite of
Yeah.
revel. Wallow.
You are right.
what? No. So, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out, DM.
Ooh, I always love when players say this. What you got?
So,
Oh God.
let me paint you a picture here, fellas. We got Busk flailing on the ground. Pretty much everyone flails. People who fucking after they break up with somebody. You know what? I'm gonna leave this up to chance.
Ooh, the best answer.
Yeah. You know what? No, I'll do it in. I'll leave this up to.
Oh, Brendan.
Even envision such horrors.
so no.
1D.
Why did you get into Thomas's collection?
For fun and profit.
Oof. I turn back.
Oh, man. You turn back at Pocket. She's back into the half-changed form. Despite the fact that you have the hand axe in your grip, you still see the image of it in her shoulder. And she just stares at you for another second before saying, "You never answered my question. You've always deflect. You try to say something else, but you never just answer. Why?"
Very good question.
I'm gonna say this is where the turn ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just say, she says why, and you say, "That's a very good question." And then we cut to Albert just like drowning underwater with a undead shark in his face. I'm gonna kill you, I'm Shark Man!
Wait, did he say I'm Ahmed?
Shark Man.
Oh, that's close
Where's the
enough.
penguin? Albrecht, what do you fucking do in this situation?
Start drowning. I guess I'll die. No. I'm gonna attack the shark if possible.
Yep, you can go. I'm gonna say that because you have to swim upwards in heavy armor, it will take half your movement to get to him. But once you get right there, you still have half your movement left.
I shall kill it, but first I smite it at second level.
Of course. Roll to attack.
I have 16.
That hits.
Okay.
So it's a D8 for the Warhammer plus the radiant damage against undead, so it's 2D8, and a second level divine smite against undead is an extra 4. So this would be a 6D8 with your strength mod.
Which is +5. Roll. Rolling. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of ones. 28 damage.
28.
+5, 33.
Now we are talking. Alright, so 33 plus the 6 that he had done, that Telly had done to it. No, but you can definitely tell that it's like very much injured from all that damage you did to it.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it again with the divine smite level 1.
Alright, roll to attack.
That is a dirty 20.
Ooh, you definitely hit.
So with it being level 1, it will be 4d8s this time.
So in this case, it would be the 2d8 from the Warhammer and 3d. So it's 5d8s plus your strength one.
26.
All right. All right, so it is definitely looking a lot worse now. No,
No.
not the Shark Slayer.
I have no idea what's going on in Discord, and I'm afraid to look.
You should very well be afraid.
God damn it, Eldon.
Do I have any more attacks? Or is that
Half your
everything?
movement remains.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack it again with the Warhammer. But
I
first,
can
let's
make
see.
it worse.
No,
I know you can. I am
Make it worse.
fully aware of this information.
22.
That hits.
Let's do it.
2d8 damage.
We're already here. Fuck
Plus
it.
5. 11.
How would you like to do this, Albrecht?
He just widely swings at the undead shark and just keeps on slamming and slamming against the water until he obviously just gets nothing but water.
All right. Yep, you definitely put the hammer in the hammerhead and beat this thing. Its skull fractures down the middle, and as it cracks away into just dust, suddenly you're right back out in the courtyard and land on your ass on the cobblestone streets. Telly hits the ground on his back, kind of flailing around on a shell, and Bosk lands on his ass, and you is just lying on the
Eldon,
ground.
why?
Oh,
Why?
oh no.
Wait a second. There's strictly a subreddit for furry fan art of Planet Side.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you didn't know about this?
No.
Please put it in thanks. I hate it, so at least I can be adequately warned.
Wait, didn't know what?
There was a subreddit dedicated to furry fan art of the Planet Side franchise.
Planet Side? Planet Side of all fucking things? Why Planet Side? Post it.
Hey.
then.
Because it's wrong. That's why not.
I mean, post it though. I have to
It's
know.
already posted.
Where?
It's already posted.
Wait, is that
That's a shark.
shark? Is that shark supposed to be sitting on a new conglomerate tank?
Yes.
Is that what the fuck?
Harvanu!
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So, Flaxanax, I need you to do a death saving throw. In a roll, Tony, you could do /GM roll space 1d20. Alright, so Flaxanax wakes up without any healing magic done on him.
Nat 20, baby!
It's what it's about.
I was expecting it to be a nat 1, but I was gladly mistaken. I wake up screaming and spurting water out of my mouth and all my facial orifices.
Oh yeah. That's the weirdest thing. Shiva, you have
Yes.
no idea what anybody has been doing. You just saw Albrecht just swing his hammer at what appeared to be open air. Flaxanax wake up, he's spitting out water despite having been in an empty room that had no containers of any sort of liquid.
Huh. And who's currently injured or knocked out?
Nobody at this point because he got the nat 20.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna.
Hmm.
You guys okay?
What the hell was
Not
that?
looking so hot.
I just scream.
You guys never left. You guys just stood there.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing. Boss, you were underwater for like 6 seconds, not even, and then you're just back in the street. You saw this shark there, you saw Albrecht pummel the shit out of it, and now you're just back where you were.
What the hell is going on here?
But you want to know the weirdest thing that happens. So I'm just going to quickly move to token layer. Captain Hugo just stumbles out of that fucking door. He is sopping wet.
Hugo.
Ah! Who killed it? Is he gone? And he just says in the same voice that was mentioned earlier, I am Shark Man. Is he gone? He said I'm the penguin. Hello? Who killed him?
I just look at Albrecht.
Albrecht was the one who killed it. Does Albrecht take credit for this?
No.
Hmm.
He's giving the credit to Flaxanax.
He just goes over to the Flaxanax and just gives him a fucking hug. It's wet. It's just wet feathers just slap against you. He's like, thank you.
Wet feathers
Wet
with a
ass
PH.
White ass pheasant.
Ooh, wet ass penguin.
Wow.
All right. So Sister Martha is going to start casting a prayer of healing. So this is going to be a 2d8 healing. While she's doing that, all right, 6 plus 3 plus 2. Everybody gets 18 healing if they had taken damage at any point.
I've taken 7 damage from an ally.
You're healed. All right.
Oh yeah, what's Telly the Tortle's greatest fear?
That all depend. You'll find out
I hope it's soup.
depending on.
Well,
Oh no.
wasn't open ocean its fear?
That was mine. That one was
Oh.
mine.
Question, Nate. I just realized something. What are these orbs in these room for?
You haven't done anything with them yet, so you're gonna have to find out.
Didn't even notice them.
I did, but my character hasn't.
Indeed. So now then, has Rem left the tavern at this point?
After I looked at, well, I already said I was walking out,
Yeah,
and then I turned back, and then you said that
she's back the way she was as she died.
with the axe there.
Yep.
I keep walking,
Alright.
so I guess at this point I'm right here.
Looking through the door that you went through when you stepped into the ocean, you do see that blue orb that Stefan was talking about. It's currently glowing. You would have to go back into the room. Alright. Now then. So, this is still open, the tavern is still open, and the ocean, which is now looks like an empty room, is still open. And you still have a dice sitting right there on the pedestal.
Can Shiva reach that orb with her tail?
You can.
Yeah.
Because
God
that's not like
damn
an.
it, Aldin.
Oh no. Oh no.
What
You
happened?
had to include the whale penis.
Oh god.
What?
Oh, boy. This is the way.
This is not the way.
Oh god.
Hey, I told you it could get worse.
I know,
We
and I'm not sure if I
believe
love
you.
it or hate it.
Here, I'm gonna fix this real quick. There we go. Some thickness.
Oh, rainbow.
Yep.
So the whale's gay?
Is the whale what?
Gay?
That rainbow is.
Alright, somebody grab one of these orbs so we can destroy it. Or examine it.
Yep. So in this case,
That's what I'm
Shiva managed to drag the blue one out. And Flaxanax hears the sound of ocean water kind of coming from it. Nobody else. But it does, from what you can get from the spell, you can tell that it's something that senses common fears and uses it to affect a variety of people. But usually it hungers for the specific fear. Well, the specific types of phobias within a person's mind.
Okay, I basically relay the information to the group.
What if I
Destroy
were to try
it!
dispelling
I cry.
it?
You can certainly try.
Or I suppose we could also just try and smash the damn thing. And I just look at Albrecht and I look at his hammer.
What are you looking at my hammer for?
You are very good at smashing things, are you not?
Before he smashes this, I want to look around and see if there's a spot made for the spear to go to.
Investigation.
Alright. 17 plus 4, 21.
All right. You can see that there are a few indentations and alcoves in that pedestal where the dice is standing.
Wait. Maybe, and I'll just pick up the orb with my mouth and place it there.
Ooh.
Nom.
So what you see is that the D8 splits in half to create 2D4s, one of which essentially dissolves away, and all that's left is that 4-sided dice.
Oh my.
So
Interesting.
I'm not no rocket science, but if we find more orbs, maybe we could get out of here.
Right, that sounds like a good plan.
By this point, I'll say that Rem has caught up with the group.
Yeah.
So you would have seen that happen with the dice splitting.
Oh, you
Or-
rolled the dice.
Oh, right before we rolled the dice, Rem, did you see another orb anywhere?
So you see, like Rem, like a look on her face. She's like 1,000-yard stare, and she goes, "I'm sorry, what?"
An orb. Have you seen an orb?
What does this orb look like?
Like an orb.
Point to the one that's in the pedestal.
No, I haven't.
We may have to go back into these other areas.
What other doors open?
Oh, so who rolled the dice?
I'm going to roll it.
All right. Roll 1d4 first, Stalbrick, and then Telly in the chat.
4.
1, 2. All right. So on a 1, Telly, this door all the way over here at the southwest corner opens. Albrick, this door right here, that opens. Once again. Albrick, why did you keep us waiting? We've had to get started without you.
No.
We
I
need
never
that
I just
orb.
visibly see Ulbrich is tearing up and just holding to himself and just going, no.
Albert, are
Albrick,
you
don't
okay?
make us come out there and get you.
What's wrong? What are you seeing?
Do you remember that ogress that we fought?
I
I mean, I fought it.
didn't get a good didn't get a good look. Frankly, I was face down in water. I was dead. But I do remember an ogre. Are there more? Is it a room full of ogres?
No, it's a room full of women, but they're not.
You know
they're
that
not
face?
human.
It's that same face again. Just
Oh, the Carrie Lewis face.
it's a room full of what?
Other women, they're just I can't say the word now.
Abnormal.
Abnormal women in there with large bosoms.
But did you see an orb?
You're kidding, right?
I'm not. There's an orc, a drider, an elf, drow, some snake lady had. I can't remember.
I mean,
An elf.
that does sound pretty whack.
Hmm. Because it would make him immune
Cast
to the
corruption.
frightened condition. Corruption. Yeah, he would have to make a charisma saving throw against it. But it can choose to fail the saving throw if it wishes.
Wait, I have to make the saving throw?
You can make the saving throw, or you can choose to fail it and become immune to frighten.
I would choose to fail it because I have a +10 to my saving throw.
Yep. Alright, so you are now immune to the frightened condition. You go to that room.
I do.
Alright.
I get to Rick here and I say, Telly, come with me. Fine. No, you go there. Bosk. I did promise to not eat you since you saved me.
So Telly, you look into this room. Looks like a pretty upscale brothel bedroom. But there's no one in there. You don't even see an orb. But Albrecht, you see all these big-titted abnormal women. And there is a yellow sphere over in the corner that is unlit.
It's unlit?
Yep. Albrecht, you've come back. Please pick me first. No, Albrecht, I want to ride first. Oh no. Don't tell us the ogress already got everything she wanted out of you.
The ogress is dead.
Oh.
Oh boy.
No, don't be rough with us like that, Albrecht. We just want to make you happy. Please sit down with us. We'll take care of you.
My faith keeps me happy.
Do you go inside?
I take a step forward and
Oh boy.
I'm just reminded of that funny image that shows that elf woman shouting at this paladin knight guy. He's like, "Have sex with me! Have sex with me! Damn it!" He says, "Silence, wench! I will not have sex with you, for my virginity is shielded in my faith."
I no longer want to be horny. I just
I
want
only
to be
wish you'd
happy.
be happy.
Does Albrecht need moral support?
yes.
Do you need some fire breath?
Be strong, Albert. Just walk right in, grab the orb, and walk out.
Albrecht, I want to go first. No, no, no. I've got myself all nice and ready for you. I got the nice perfume.
See these, do we?
Alright, he's gonna... Wait, where's the entryway? Is it right here?
It's right here, right by this thing right here. So yeah, you can just walk right in from there.
Oh, okay, it's just... This looks like a doorway. I mean, a wall.
Yeah. Let's say it's effectively just like a platform rise.
Okay.
You just take a step and you're on the bed area.
He's gonna action dash.
Ooh, nice.
Pick up the orb.
As you grab it though, the elf walks up and the orc walks up, and so does the angel, and they put their bodies really close to you. Don't be getting without us, Albrecht. No, we really, really want to spend all the time with you that we can.
Is there a gif about this? No.
Probably, but I don't know what you're talking about.
It was gonna be a Space Marine saying, but never mind.
I see. All right, roll that d10 for.
What's
You're
for?
able to restrain a single target with magical rope. Must make a dex saving throw. If they succeed a save, they are only restrained if they fail a save. Interesting. And it doesn't say that it's a single target that you can see. And Albrecht did give you a few descriptions of some of the women that are in there. Is there a particular one he said about the elf, drow, drider, orc, or snake girl?
I mentioned all of them except for the celestial.
Yep. All right. So as you pull out this card of a hanged man, a rope just shoots out of it, latches onto the ceiling, grabs something that's right in front of the bed, and I'm gonna make that dex save. That's a fail. Suddenly, just dangling above the floor, a drider just pops into view. Harder!
That's my line.
No.
Thank you, Telly.
Like all of the women in there just quickly look up at there, so their attention is off of you for the time being.
Does my action restart?
Yeah, this would have been 6 seconds because Telly took his turn.
I grab the orb and I'm getting the fuck out of here. Alright, break here and then action dashing.
You can get outside.
Yep.
So you kind of push past the orc. Oh, sorry. You push past the orc and she kind of snaps out of it. No, Albrecht, wait.
Hey,
We haven't made love yet.
No! I'm only for Cecile. Or, what's
Celia.
that? I'm only for Celia.
No, Albrecht. We must have half-orcs.
hey,
No.
really quick.
Yep.
When you said harder,
Oh,
can I
God.
just say this is all of us that are standing outside of the building looking in?
Oh my, yes.
Where's that from?
It's from a movie called Empire Records.
So good.
Martha certainly heard the thought, said, Albrecht, don't be telling me you broke your vows.
No, I didn't. My faith is my shield.
And as you say that, you bring the orb out. It starts glowing.
Albert brings the orb over here to the pedestal and he slams dunk it in the slot.
Hi, Telly's voice actor here.
Thank you, Telly. You have my word. Yeah, you're my best friend now.
Yeah, just ignore the dragon that saved you from an orc. That's cool too.
Sheila, you are also my friend. You saved me from the ogress.
Holy fuck. This is
You are my best friend.
Take inspiration for that. You're showing character development.
Amazing.
Now then, Telly, this door here opened, and you can hear something that sounds kind of like metal clanging against metal.
Don't tell me I'm his worst nightmare.
Do you go over there? Do you bring anybody with you?
I volunteer as tribute.
Reptiles stick together.
Certainly. Who are you going to point to?
Yeah, tell us.
You two managed to go over there. Now the important question is, do you step inside? You walk in. You feel a large amount of heat kind of coming from there. And then all of a sudden, something snags your leg. And I would like you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh god.
No, not even close. So a burning hot chain wraps around your leg, drags you inside. You are put right next to the orange orb, but you're put onto what appears to be a forge. I would like you to make an additional dexterity saving throw as this happens. Alright, so you will only take a small amount of damage. So you'll take essentially half of the fire damage I'm about to put into the chat right now. A relatively modest amount. 33 damage. And the image of Andrea Volkov, the drow who enslaved you most recently, shimmers in appearance as a big-ass looking blacksmith, nearly 7 feet tall, steps up with a flaming hot poker. Now then, you said that this one is meant to be your court attendant, the joke teller. Yes, this is the one. He was sold to me, and there's not much else he can do. He doesn't have much more marketable skills other than just telling really, really bad but impressive jokes. Make sure you don't get the neck like you do many of the other prisoners. He needs his voice. He just picks up this flaming hot brand. Now, do you say anything? Now, here's the thing. You scream out in pain as it goes up against, as the flame is going out. But no sound emits from your throat. You're
It's like
doing
one of those Oscar award-winning movie scenes.
But yeah, even like the gurgling sounds, nothing comes out. You're doing all the things that would naturally create those sounds, but you're functionally silent. Do you have a good joke for me, new slave? And the blacksmith takes you off the forge and puts the brand close to your face. Go on, tell me joke. I want to at least know if you're not, how you say, dysfunctional, like my family, and my family's family, and my family's family before them. Tell a joke! Damn you.
Hi, Telly's voice actor here. I just wanted to point out the fact that this is supposed to be a Halloween episode, so a lot of our characters went through their fears. I just thought it was really ironic that Telly's biggest fear, one, is fire, because it's spooky, and two, losing his voice. And now, recording through, like, editing through this, all of Telly's audio is gone. So, I just thought that was interesting, and spooky a little bit. Alright, back to Telly not talking.
Oh no, he's faulty. Return it to factory settings. Factory setting? Throw him into the fucking lava! He'll break down into biomass and he'll be recycled like carbon. Yes? Oh no, I'm just gonna fucking drown him in lava. So he picks you up and he dangles you over the edge.
Shiva's gonna peek her head in Rebel now, knowing since Telly's been off for a bit.
You see the orange orb, and you see that Telly is floating right above the lava pit.
Shiva, what do you
She's gonna reach out. Oh, actually, no. Go ahead, Stefan.
I said, Shiva, what do you see?
He's about to, he's about to die. He's over a lava pit.
Try to jump in.
Or I could just reach in and wrap her around my tail. That seems effective. And that's what she does.
Backs up.
Make a athletics check, and I'll throw one back with the blacksmith.
Okay.
You have a +10 to that roll, because that's your strength mod.
29.
You yank Telly out of there right as he seems to be dropping. It's kind of like he's free falls, you grab him, and you're able to break the chain that's wrapped around his leg.
She's gonna drop Tilly for Albridge. Catch! And then she's gonna, as soon as she drops him, she's gonna reach in and grab the orb.
Alright.
Catch.
Yep. So as you are pulled out of the room, you start screaming your head off. Sound comes out again.
Telly, you okay, Telly? Quick, tell a joke.
Ow.
Oh. Well, you're very hot. Like, seriously, you're warm to the touch.
6. Temperance. Take the damage of an enemy in turn sequences evenly divisible by the damage to the lowest number of rounds possible. Okay, so it's you stagger incoming damage from. So as you grab the orb, Shiva, you are able to grab around it, but you do see the chain try to latch against it. You're going to need to make one more athletics check, and this will be against an enemy with advantage.
Can
Sounds
I
good.
assist?
You can, because you see that she's trying to grab, so you can try to like grab her tail and yank backwards. So you have advantage, Thomas.
26, 29. Still 29.
You barely managed to break it out of this chain. As you break the chain, like this thing just shatters at multiple links. You see the blacksmith and the drow kind of materialize into view for a second, but you pull the orb away and the door just instantly slams behind as the lava within kind of flares, and the orb starts glowing.
I'm gonna pat Telly on the head and heal him for 20 points.
All right,
Good turtle.
lay on
Yeah.
hands.
She was gonna just turn her back around and chop off the orb.
All right.
Amazing.
I thought you said chop off the orb instead of drop off for a second, so I'm like, okay.
Same.
So as you lay it over there, it fits perfectly into the slot. And as that happens, the D4 that is currently on the table, it splits in half once again, and instead it becomes a coin with heads and tails. Currently it's resting perfectly balanced on the lip, the side.
As all things should be.
Exactly. Does anybody flip the coin?
Before flipping, what is the coin made out of? Like gold, platinum?
Yeah, what happened?
Here's the thing. The coin that the D4 split into, as you try to move it away from the podium, it stops. As in, right as soon as it reaches like the edge, the border of the platform, it will not move past it no matter what you do. As if it's bound there.
Oh boy.
But yes, it is made out of platinum. So tauntingly out of reach. The door that was with the lava, yep. And I should also note that as soon as that door closed, a few moments later, the one to the ocean room and the brothel both closed as well. But the one to the classroom and the tavern are still open.
I would like to flip the coin.
Roll 1d2.
Aren't both the doors currently open?
Well, I have a coin right next to me. I can flip that.
Bosca, this door right over here and the door over here to the tavern are both open. However, there is one door right here and here that are still closed.
Where else?
Right over here by Shiva and right over there by Rem.
Oh. Okay.
I got heads.
Heads. So the one over by Rem opens.
Whose door is that?
No, it's not. I swear it's me.
She kind of blinks her eyes and is shaking her head. No, how? You're there, but does anybody try to do anything else?
Shiva's gonna stick her head in there and just yell, remember, it's just an illusion! None of it's real!
Holy shit, there's a dragon! She just charges out of the room. And as soon as she leaves, she looks around and sees everybody. No, I just saw you die. And you. And she turns around. Albrecht, you... And she looks... That's just a storeroom. What? Holy hell, what happened? Right there, that orb, the one that's glowing black and orange. Well, it's glowing now. It wasn't previously.
I grab it. Stop off Celia first. I give her a quick hug. And then I take the orb in.
All right.
She holds you fairly tight.
I do the same.
Now then, you got 4 of them. There were 2 doors that are still open, and the last one. You see, at that point, the coin starts to tremble and shake, and it just melts into the podium, and the last door opens.
Oh my. Shall we?
Oh my.
Oh my. It could be an exit. That is my worst fear. An exit. An exit. That is my worst fear. She's gonna keep monitoring that to herself.
Alright.
Right over to it, and I'll peek in.
In the room, you see that there are 4 people standing in what appears to be a magical runed circle, channeling magic into a kind of purplish blue orb. They're chanting something. Lord Morpheus, Please spare our city. We feel the great darkness coming in, and you, the master of night and dreams, can protect us, suspend us, keep us alive as the darkness passes through, so we may wake up safely in the morning. Do you hear us, Morpheus? They do not seem to have noticed you.
Shiva's just gonna whisper, "Grab the orb."
Lord Morpheus, if you are with us, give a sign. Say that you'll spare the town of Uncanny Valley a terrible fate. Does anybody reach in to grab the orb?
Go for it, Telly.
Alright. You pick it up, and as it starts moving, they kind of double take. Is that you, Lord Morpheus? Truly we are saved, then.
Just say yes.
Do you say this while touching the orb? They react to that. It is true. The Lord of Dreams has answered our call. Thank you, our Lord. We will most certainly keep our town safe. Anybody who comes in will be spared the great darkness that comes for us. To be suspended in dream. To see what truly lies within their hearts. Until this great darkness is dispersed. Alright.
Telly
they just-
becoming a god.
They're all looking at each other, and they're like, "You seem fairly laid back for a lesser god. We very much appreciate that." And they nod. Now that I feel it, now that you've reassured us, I don't fear the dark anymore, for I know that we are safe and looked out for. I think I'm ready to face the unknown. And as she says that, the orb starts lighting up.
Oh, look at that, Telly. You really helped someone out right now. Just now.
You saved the soul.
Now then,
Wow.
Hey, Bosk,
Yeah.
do you mind following me so I can look for this orb in my area?
Absolutely.
Alright, so we go over here.
Making the way downtown.
Yeah, walking fast, and we're in the tavern now. Do 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 do.
so Rem walks in, and everybody in the tavern notices you. Bosk walks in. They only are looking at Rem. But you do see this Bosk. A woman that is half changed into a changeling and a tiefling with an axe sticking out of her collarbone.
That's the only person I see.
That's the only person that seems notable to you. But all of them are staring at Rem, but none of them have seemed to notice you.
Rem, is that the one?
Professor just immediately looks up from his notes and is like, "Oh look, the green
Walk
guy's
right
back here pretending to be a wizard. Well, guess what? You're kind. You foul sons of Grumpsh. You don't belong here. You don't belong anywhere except in the fucking graveyard."
Hey, Bosk.
I tried to cast. Yeah. What?
He doesn't see me, right?
I don't think he does. No.
He's
Let me
only
pick up
staring
this-
at Bosk.
Let me pick up this piece of paper.
You do seem to be able to interact with the objects here, even if the people themselves don't notice you.
Do it.
I'll wait on your command.
You seem to be so sure about this absolute garbage that you're doing. What do you call this? And then Voss just like thrusts his hand into the air in the direction of the paper.
So you do that? Instead of just grabbing the piece of paper, I literally just like shove everything off the desk.
No, that's my notes. I've been working so hard on those. My
Okay.
dissertation.
I pick up one of the notes and I look at you, Bosk, and I'm holding it like with both hands.
I make a motion of tearing paper with my hands.
And I tear it.
No! You.
I make a shoving motion over the desk.
Shove it.
It hits him in his slightly elderly kneecaps, and he just kind of falls back into his chair, screaming bloody murder.
What was this guy's name again?
Fitzbottom.
Are you the real Professor Fitzbottom?
Yes,
The one who
I've been.
went missing in these mountains?
Yes, but it didn't matter because as soon as I just went to the mountains, I went through the fog. But I was back home at the university. I was taking this exam, and
Taking the exam?
well, I was proctoring the exam as they took it, and
You're not at home.
no,
You're in the mountains. This
No,
is
I'm not.
hell.
no, I've just been taking this test. They've been taking a
Slap
bit
him.
longer.
Wake up!
No. It just. There's. He just looks around and all the students are staring back at him. Except, you aren't home, Professor. Yes, we all went on a field trip to these mountains on your orders. But you were the only one who made it out when we were attacked. And as they say that, they just start walking up to him in complete trance-like motion. In fact, we don't much appreciate how, when the dragon came for us, you turned around and ran. You left us in that canyon as
Boss.
Oh.
blue dragon.
Grab. Just grab the orb.
I pick up the orb and I start backing up.
The blue dragon shot its lightning at the river. It scorched our ship, but you dimension doored out of harm's way, and you left us. And they're at this point have started completely swarming him. No, I had to protect myself. I had to get my research notes out of there. You have to understand, I was just doing what anybody would have done.
I look around real quick to see if there's anything of note on any of these tables or workstations.
From what you can see, they seem to be... When you had first been in here, they had seemed to have things on them, but now they just appear to be blank, almost like how in dreams when nothing really has any true decipherable writing on it. It's just...
You mean just like my life, nothing has no meaning?
Damn. I try to cast Prestidigitation again and see if it works this time.
Simply jazz.
The orbs glows up red, and you cast Prestidigitation. It works without fail.
Yes. I cast Fireball directly in the center of this crowd and yell, "Fuck you, you racist old bitch!" And we run out of the room.
Yes! Inspiration! And he's just engulfed in flames as the students just like take out knives and electrify them and stab into him, and he's electrocuted as he burns in the fireball you unleash upon him.
It just explodes like right as we run out the door and it shuts behind us.
Yeah. And as you do that, all the doors, exactly, the classroom doors and the tavern doors close, slam shut. And as you put the orb back on the pedestal, you hear something shift by the fountain.
That felt good.
Uh-oh.
This wall that was here, it clears away. And then, just going to quickly make sure that I have this set to reveal.
And suddenly Bill Gates appears.
Shia LaBeouf.
I'd like to introduce you to Windows 95.
Oof.
Windows Vista.
Developers.
That's the real hell.
How much do you think an advanced operating environment like this is worth?
So as in front of the fountain, the walls around in front of the fountain start to clear away, and you see what appears just to be another door from a house, but it is open. In fact, it's more of a doorway with no actual barrier in front of it.
Should we all go in?
I should think so.
And as you are approaching the door, a voice kind of echoes, "Marvelous work indeed. Before you leave, I just want to offer my sincere congratulations. I am Morpheus, god of dreams, the one that the people in the room with the circle we're chanting to. I'm fairly impressed as I haven't had a tour group this large get out of my maze in such time. Do keep me in mind. I am certain to want to check into your progress, and if you ever need me. And then a paper seems to fly from under the door of the classroom. It has a certain type of circle and sigil on it. Do drop a line. All you have to do is offer a blood and a sacrificed animal above a diagram of this, and I'll be able to commune with you. Just make sure it's important. I don't like having my time wasted, as I much prefer the ways of sleep and dreams over the dull and terrible world of the waking. Ta-ta.
Catch.
Yes. My favorite joke. Oh, here's one. So, there's three friends who go to a hotel room, and they see that there's only one bed. It's a fairly large bed, but there isn't enough floor space because they have to cover most of the carpet with their luggage. So they decide, okay, we're gonna have to share the bed. How about two of us sitting it right side up, and the other is upside down with his feet where the headboard is, and head by the bottom end. So they sleep together, and it seems fairly good. They wake up the following morning, and the one who was on the left side said, I had a dream where I got the best hand job of all time. The one on the right side said, I too dreamed I had the hand job of a lifetime. And the guy who was in the middle said, I had the dream I was skiing.
Yeah.
That's a very good joke.
Boo.
Yes, I'm quite proud of it.
Don't do yourself.
I have a question.
Of course. And you, false dragon.
Would I change back, or what's the deal with this?
Well, of course to change back. I mean, this is, after all, your version of a nightmare, being a dragon that isn't true. The idea that you'll wake up and you'll just be a normal kobold again, and even if you were a dragon, it points at kind of your lopsided form, the one that was distorted as you splashed into the water. You were never a beautiful dragon anyways.
Shiva just realized how deformed she is, and she
Yeah,
just breaks down crying.
Yeah, because that's the thing. You didn't actually look into any reflective surfaces because the water there was just. Yeah, well, you didn't even look into the ocean because it wasn't there for you. And then Boarfish just says, but she's not beautiful to me, and that's all that matters.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Trust me, that's a nightmare even I would want to wake up from. Holy shit. But anyways, and you feel like a breeze kind of motion to the door that's in front of the fountain. If there are no other questions, then you may depart through the visitor's exit. Thank you for coming to Uncanny Valley, and we hope you enjoyed your stay.
Well, let's get the hell out of here.
Agreed.
No. Yeah.
Alright, so as Shiva passes through this door,
There's just dead bodies everywhere.
Hooray!
alright, and I'm going to quickly zoom out.
The real nightmare is that it never ends.
It's my life.
And the
Everything
years
is
stop
alive.
coming and they don't stop coming.
Hey,
And
we
then you
didn't.
die.
Hey, I'm sorry, but Smash Mouth is canceled.
What?
Oh, you guys didn't hear about that shit?
What are you talking
No.
about?
Holy fuck.
I refuse to accept this.
What
So
happened?
apparently there was a festival that went on over the weekend, and Smash Mouth played, and they're like, "Wait, what did they say? Hold on, I gotta pull up this thing because apparently they said something."
Oh, I thought you were talking about the motorcycle parade that they were doing that everyone got COVID at and people got arrested over.
The fuck?
No.
Some Somebody once sneezed on me and gave me some COVID. They weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. But anyways, so you step through the door and you emerge into a small kind of cottage on the side of the river. You do see walls that are somewhat resemblant of the ones that were there, but it only goes up a few feet before it just goes into the mountainside. And as he said, you are currently in a valley that's between a couple of mountain peaks. And over on the other side of that river, you see Hugo's ship.
Man, that was some good shrooms we had.
How the hell did this happen? I checked for that piece of
Hey,
paper just to make sure that it actually happened.
It's still there,
Oh,
exactly as you had seen it.
so hold on. So you
God.
said
I'll write
we're
this down in
like
this book.
no. Is this like a beach or?
It's more of the shore of a river, riverbank.
I hold up the piece of paper with the sigil on it, and I'm like, nope, that's seems like it happened. Put it away.
Hey,
What's in this house?
hey, you guys. Wait, isn't that where we just came from?
Did we just...
Well, think of it more like you popped in one side of the. You popped into the house that had been revealed from the wall opening up, but then you popped out into that hut right there. And looking back from where you came, the only door is the one that's at the front. It's almost like you had phased through the wall, but there's no other way back through.
Hmm.
Oh my! What is this?
That is a dark crater where you see some of the kind of dark fog that had got the ship originally billowing out from. But you see that it's not releasing a lot at the present time. The sun's pretty high in the sky, and it seems to be kind of retreating as the sun creeps a bit more over the mountainside.
I feel like we should get back on the boat.
Does anybody have any extra surgite?
Hugo says, "Keep your voice down." He just leans in. How much you want?
Talk later.
He looks over at Celia and Martha. Good call.
Amazing.
All right.
Hey, Telly. While I'm looking over this river, do you want to hear a joke I heard a while back? Okay, so a soldier in the big city stuffs a man in a carriage with a large tortoise in the front seat. "What are you doing with that turtle?" he exclaimed. "You should take it to the zoo." The following week, the same soldier sees the same man with the turtle again in the front seat, with both of them wearing kind of like monocles, like dark monocles. Soldier pulls him over. "I thought you were going to take that turtle to the zoo." The man replied, "I did. We had such a great time. We're going to the beach this weekend."
That wasn't
Wow.
funny.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
That's whack. 404 joke cannot be found.
Yeah, it's fine.
Might as well.
You might as well.
So you can tell that the point of the joke is that the soldier said, "Take that turtle to the zoo," as in turn him over and let him be in the exhibits. But the soldier with the turtle thought he meant take him to the zoo, as in just take him to the zoo so he can see the animals and hang out as kind of an outing. And now they're going to the beach because apparently they're friends now and are hanging out.
You with us.
Albert.
Yeah.
So Albrecht, now that you're out of the dream, do you still like Telly and Shiva now? Or do you still want to kill them?
I won't say.
Ooh. That is actually the best answer to that question.
That's great.
He looks over to Telly, sees that smile, and he just gives him like the meanest mugging face, and he just gives him a quick wink.
You're a quick wink. Righteous, dude.
That sounds like. Wow. Nice.
Oh, that's just Albrecht right here.
Man, I'm hungry. Is anybody else hungry?
Like in game or in real life?
Could go for some stew, honestly.
Game.
Shiva's just like looking at her hands and cursing Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
You want stew?
Martha just goes up to Shiva, puts her hand on your shoulder, and says, "Forget what Morpheus said. You saved so many of your friends. You helped us get those orbs out
Hey,
of the rooms. You
real
made a
quick.
very fine dragon."
Shiva, what are you saying Draconic? Because I know Draconic.
No, she's just spilling out slurs and then just emphasizing ugly.
And so
Like,
I look
you
towards
think-
you.
So you think I'm fucking ugly, fucking shit, fuck ugly, fuck shit, bitch, fuck ugly.
I just look towards you. And I'm just like shaking my head like, good lord.
But then she stops, and then she looks up, and then you see this big old grin on her face, and she doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hugo waves over to the ship, and some of the crew members are on board, and they start paddling over. You were just standing here the whole time? Well, you went into the fog, and then you guys just started walking into that hut, and then you walked out. We weren't just going to leave you here, but we also weren't going to go in there, because fuck that. Fair enough. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Fuck is that?
So the party boards the ship, unless there's anything else they would like to do.
I walk away from the group
Nothing.
over here.
I stay with Celia.
It's okay. Take your bathroom break. We'll be on the ship. Meet you there.
Shiva's gonna hop on the small boat and start taking notes immediately. All in Draconic. They usually see like a bunch of like numbers and like schematics and everything.
Nice. Alright. Roll survival check. Yeah, I'm not good at surviving. Oh yeah, so you are able to catch about 10 pounds worth of fish. You can tell that they are seeming to trying to avoid this part of the river, because the fog is not just like spewing out of that crater into the air, but also into the water itself. So a lot of fish seem to be trying to get away from there, but you are able to use that to your advantage and go through the area that they're trying to pass and cut them off.
You said the captain's on the small little boat that picks us up, right?
Yeah, he's on a longboat.
Shiva's gonna just turn to him and says, "Bird, captain, man, person.
Yes,
Do you guys have empty? Do you have empty barrels? I need about 10 gallons of empty barrels."
We have a few. We may have to empty one. Who wants beer? I need to drink heavily to cope with the crippling depression and anxiety.
Absolutely.
I would like that. But my anxiety prevents me from seeking help. The beer will and Martha just says, "Where does he learn these phrases? Is he even speaking his mind, or is he repeating what someone else said?"
Yes.
You will never know, and that is what makes it fun. And then he just steps onto the longboat. Now, Rem, you decided to break away from the group for a second.
Yes, I did. So I kind of look out over the river, and I kneel down to the sand, and I dig up like a good 1 foot deep hole, and I pull out from my bag a necklace, and I put it in the sand, and I cover it up, and I start walking back to the boat.
Anything special about that necklace, distinctive feature-wise?
Distinctively, it looked like a mixture of metals. Like it wasn't just one metal, and just on it, it had a Pocket's initials. Yeah, that's all it was.
Leaving her behind once and for all. Taking inspiration for that, buddy.
I'll jot that down.
And once everybody is on board the ship, Hugo just looks around at all the crew who's just baffled at what had been happening for the past few hours. He looks everybody in the eye, one at a time, and then says, "Back to work!" And they start rowing down the river, back en route. Hugo just leans into Shiva. "And why did you save him from the lava?"
Reptiles stick together.
Oh boy.
And as you crest step out of the valley, go between the hook of two mountains, somewhere in the distance you see a place where the foothills start forming. You see what appears to be a forest that is covered in snow and has a lot of evergreen trees. And a bit farther in the distance, right where the mountains start to end, you see a town that's fairly large in size, with smoke billowing out of the chimneys. It's still probably half a day's journey from where you are, but in either case, that is where we will leave off.
Excellent job, people.
Yep.
Great job facing your fears, except for me. I suck.
It was fine.
And me, who just didn't realize it towards the end that she was actually ugly.
I'm ugly. You promised me pretty, Steinman. You promised me pretty.